Sports Network, the only game in town.
It's homecoming here on the campus of Hanover Central High School. Good evening and welcome into another edition of Game Night in the Region here on the Region Sports Network, streaming online at facebook.com/regionsports and at regionsports.com. Welcome you into tonight's game between Hanover Central and the number 7 Wheeler Bearcats, a top matchup out of two teams in Class 3A. Super excited to break it down for you. I'm Jared Schlinsky, fortunate enough to be joined by tonight's color commentator, Doug Ashlenbaugh. Super excited for tonight's game, and if you didn't get the MO, you now have received it. This may very well be a shootout. You look on paper, this is a game where offense stands out. Wheeler, 5-1, comes in averaging 40.7 points per game. Hanover Central, the highest scoring team in the entire state of Indiana, just under 52 points, 6 wins, 1 defeat, 2 really good offenses, 2 really good teams. I think it's safe to say everybody's expecting a lot of points.
They sure are. It's going to. I think the points are going to light up the scoreboard tonight. We, like you said, 2 high-powered offenses here, especially on the rush attack, too, as well. Going to see perfect conditions tonight. Wet field, get that ball, run it, and I think they're going to light it up tonight. It's going to be exciting to see how these defenses can actually stop these offenses and what they adjusted to all week because, again, rushing is their game. That's what they both like to do, and it's going to be exciting to see what they can do.
You talked about both teams liking to run the football. Well, both teams have elite running backs. You look at Wheeler's Caden Brand, the junior. Not too busy of a day last week in that 72-19 win over Bishop Knoll, but still 7 carries, 131 yards, 3 touchdowns, comes in with 9 rushing touchdowns, just under 700 yards. And then Kyle Hasley, 19 rushing touchdowns, that's third most in the state of Indiana, 5 touchdowns last week. How do you stop these guys, and how do you at least limit them?
Yeah, it's going to be big on the front 7, right? Linebacker play, can they read their keys, watch for the guards, and be able to make some big plays in the backfield? That's going to be key for both sides of the defense there is really how these linebackers play and how they can shut down that rushing attack from both offenses.
How about the weather? It was raining a lot today. It has stopped for about the last 2 hours. In a game like this, what do you preach to your team when you know the weather may play a factor into the outcome of tonight?
Big thing is stick to your fundamentals, right? You got your O-line, keep your feet, keep your base, be able to move your linemen. Don't take these long strides where you think you're going to get some leverage. It's really going to be about really sticking to those fundamentals. Same even when you got your running backs too as well. Keep them feet underneath you, hit your gaps, and that's going to be the keys for both these offenses here.
We're going to honor America with the singing of our national anthem. When we return, we'll go further in depth, and before you know it, we'll be ready for kickoff between Wheeler and Hanover Central here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Tech Credit Union is the better option for personal and business banking. Buy a car, remodel your home, pay for an education, expand your business. Tech Credit Union can help you do these things and more. You'll enjoy the latest banking services, but without the cost of the big bank relationship. With branches throughout the region, fee-free ATMs nationwide, and online services, they're convenient too. Learn more at techcu.org. Contact any branch or call 800-276-TECH. Tech Credit Union is an equal opportunity lender and federally insured by the NCUA.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
It's been said that one man's junk is another man's treasure. But at Total Disposal, your junk is our junk. Think of Total Disposal as that key player that has several options: commercial, residential, or hand off your junk at our Blaine Street Partners transfer station. Total Disposal is more than a service provider. We are an innovator for a sustainable tomorrow. well beyond the curb. For a complete list of services, go to TotalDisposal.com. Honesty and dependability. That's the Total Disposal promise.
At Toyota of Maryville, we take pride in being a one-stop shop for anything Toyota related. The best part of the Toyota Maryville experience is that we make it easy to do business with us. We have a committed team of professionals that's here to help you do just that. When you come in for service, we will welcome you and have plenty of staff on hand to handle your needs. And if you're looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle, Toyota of Maryville sales team is the best in the business to help you with your buying decision. We practice what we preach. When we say we make it easy, that's exactly what we do.
Java Wave at your local Family Express is the perfect way to get your day started or keep you moving at any time. With 12 freshly ground bean-to-cup flavors to choose from, Java Wave at Family Express has just what you're looking for, whether it's hot or iced coffee. To see all of the delicious flavor options and to find a Family Express near you, log on to FamilyExpress.com/JavaWave.
Welcome back into the Tech Tailgate Show here on Region Sports Network. It's brought to you by Tech Credit Union with 5 Northwest Indiana locations serving you. Visit techcu.org for more info. Jared Schlensky alongside Doug Ashenbaugh as we are moments away from kickoff between two of the top teams in Class 3A here in the state of Indiana, between the Wheeler Bearcats and Hanover Central here on homecoming at Hanover Central High. We talked about these two high-powering offenses, both teams averaging over 40 points per game, but the defense is getting it done too. Both teams allowing around 11 points per game. In a game like this, I think it's fair to say the defense might be the difference.
Yeah, it's sure going to be exactly what we've been talking about is, how can they stop this rushing attack from both sides of the offense? And, we talked a little bit about stats too as well, and just a quick stat here is that, Hanover Central's been playing basically a half all year. And where those rushing stats are at and those touchdowns scored, it's pretty impressive to say, most of the season, they've been doing that all just with one half. What could they have done in the second half, too, is one. I think we're going to see them starters play a lot more tonight against it. So I think we got some high-powered offense we're going to see.
I'm interested in seeing that, too, because as you said, a great observation. Both teams have had a lot of success, and as a result, a lot of these teams have gone to their reserves in the second half of the game. The only game in which Hanover Central has gone the distance from a first unit standpoint, Week 3 Culver, they lost that game 35-34. As for Wheeler, they're only lost 27-7 against Kankakee Valley. Those are the only two games where the starters have played the majority of the time. When you look at that on paper, do you look to see maybe the team who's better conditioned is maybe the team that comes out on top out of here?
Yeah, I think that's going to play a part, is definitely that. Are they in a full game shape? And I'd say, hey, by Week 8, they should be, and I think we're going to see that tonight, that they're going to be ready to go for the second half.
You talked about a lot of the numbers as the Hanover Central Wildcats take the field here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. A lot of great stats. Been fortunate enough to receive them from Kevin Driscoll. Does a great job here at Hanover Central High School. He's Doug Ashenbaugh. I'm Jared Schlensky. Hanover Central has taken the field. They get to midfield. In a game like this, coin toss coming soon, you want the ball first?
Yeah, you're not going to do. Yeah, you want the ball. You're not going to defer and let the other team. If you win it, you're going to get your offense on the field first. You want to punch it in right away. Make that statement. Say, hey, we're ready to play. You got to come and stop us now. So
how about the crowd coming in tonight? It's homecoming here at Hanover Central. Great crowd, great festivities. Do you look at that maybe as the advantage for Hanover Central now that the pandemic is pretty much over?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we got a great crowd out here tonight. Stands are packed. You can't even sit anywhere from where I'm seeing right now. And obviously that atmosphere they're going to create is going to be a huge part of this game for Hanover Central.
We're going to take another timeout here on the Region Sports Network. When we return, we'll be ready for kickoff. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only region in town, the only game in town between Hanover Central and the Wheeler Bearcats.
Did you know?
Wow, they'll prepare fresh fish while you wait.
Did you know?
They make over 40,000 donuts from scratch every week?
Did you know?
They offer 23 different deli platters for your party?
Did you know?
They have freshly chopped fajita mix ready to cook.
Did you know?
They have the best fried chicken in the area?
Did you know?
They offer our signature curbside service 14 hours a day.
Strike and Van Til. Now you know.
Those drops of water coming from your ceiling can make a lasting impression on your home or business. Before the tide turns, call Great Lakes Roofing, 866-551-7121. They work with your deadline, not theirs. From businesses to homeowners to property managers, the team of problem solvers at Great Lakes Roofing will be there fast and will exceed your expectations. And when the rain falls again, they will follow up to make sure that you're dry and comfortable. Great Lakes Roofing, 866-551-7121, or on the web at greatlakesroof.com.
Are you a steel hauler? Come work for Area Transportation. You must have a current valid Class A commercial driver's license and at least 1 year of recent verifiable steel hauling experience and at least 2 years of recent verifiable interstate experience operating a commercial motor vehicle.
Hi, I'm Amanda, the driver recruiter at Area Transportation, where we pay more because we value our drivers.
Call recruiting at 1-855-400-6939. That's 1-855-400-6939.
Serving 100% prime beef burgers, Burger House is the ideal place to satisfy a hearty appetite. The Burger House menu offers more than just burgers. How about a salad, or fish and chips, or maybe fish tacos? Whatever you decide on, the Burger House chefs will prepare it from scratch. Every burger sold from their 2 locations in Valparaiso and Schererville goes to help children in need through their partnership with Kids Alive International. Check them out on the web at visitburgerhouse.com.
Blythe's Athletics in Valparaiso, whose team has been serving your team since 1959, is a leader in athletic apparel and equipment sales. Whether it's off the rack or customized to your specifications, Blythe's has the products and staff to serve you best. Trophies, embroidering, screen printing, athletic shoes, anything you're looking for, you'll find at Blythe's. Visit them today at teamblythes.com, where the athlete shops.
Ethos Dental Group in Munster, Crown Point, and Cedar Lake offers a full scope of general and cosmetic dentistry with expertise ranging from porcelain veneers to dental implants, crowns, and bridges. At Ethos Dental Group, you're assured that Dr. Stojkovic and Associates utilize the latest in technology. Ethos Dental Group would like to join you in welcoming Dr. Emily Hansen to their team. Check out ethosdentalgroup.com or call 219-595-3432 to schedule an appointment. Ethos Dental Group, Munster, Crown Point, and Cedar Lake.
The Friday night forecast is brought to you by our friends at Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. Tonight's forecast in Cedar Lake, Indiana, on the campus of Hanover Central High is 64 degrees and partially cloudy. We've got a 15% chance of rain. It rained a lot earlier today. For now, it has stopped, and we hope it stays that way here on homecoming as the 6-1 Hanover Central Wildcats play host to the 5-1 Wheeler Bearcats. Jared Schlensky alongside tonight's color man Doug Aschenbaugh. And Doug, 2 teams with just 1 loss. Hanover Central 6-1, Wheeler at 5-1. These 2 teams, they've got some history. Wheeler hasn't won this game since the 2018 regular season. They ended up losing that season in the postseason to Hanover Central. I think it's safe to say both teams have had this game circled on their calendar and are both looking to come out of here with a win.
They sure have. And again, that all-time record right now is 4-5. Wheeler leading by 1 game. Hanover Central circled this. They want to even up that series tonight. It's going to be exciting, both sides of the ball. And, again, we've talked a lot about points. Everybody comes here to watch football to score some points, and we're going to see that tonight.
I'm also really interested to see the guys that play both ways. A lot of these teams, especially in the Class 3A division of Indiana State football, don't necessarily have the depth or the numbers in terms of roster totals. As a result, guys that play on the defensive line are going to play offensive line. Guys that maybe play in the defensive backfield are going to play running back and wide receiver. It could be the difference in here, especially with some of the talent we're going to see on the field tonight.
It sure will, and it's always exciting seeing a little bit of that smash mouth football. And like you said, then the smaller schools, they get that, right? But it's amazing to see the athletic ability, both sides of the ball. Those kids staying on the field for the entire game, that's tough. And tonight it's a little muggy. They got to make sure they're staying hydrated. And, again, I'm excited to see what these the big boys do down in the trenches tonight, because that's where the game's going to lie in at, is over there.
Couldn't agree more with you. Both teams sending out their respective 4 captains as we get ready for the opening coin toss. The chain crew out there right now, Randy Schmidt, Max Schmidt, and Sean Hoover. And, of course, the entire officiating staff between this game. We talked about how more than likely the team that wins the toss is going to want the ball, and I don't see why you wouldn't. You got one team in Hanover Central averaging the most points in the entire state, just under 52, and then a team like Wheeler who comes in averaging just under 41. It's been a story all week. These teams can score.
Yeah, they sure can score. And, again, it's all about the linemen tonight. Can they keep their feet in? Or are they able to, really keep their base, be able to open up them gaps that they've been seeing throughout the entire season with that dry kind of ground? And it's going to be exciting to see him wash. I'm a big run kind of guy, so it gets me pretty hyped up when I can see some powerhouse run and take play.
And to no surprise, Hanover Central wins the toss. What do they elect to do? They elect to receive. We talked about how both teams really want to run the football. But when you're playing a team that is so talented on the defensive side in both Wheeler and Hanover, most coaches, I think it's safe to say, script their plays coming into the week. Would it be a surprise to you to see maybe a pass play right off the bat or within the first couple of plays?
You sure can. And the good thing about playing, this type of caliber of game, playing at week 8, you're seeing a lot of film throughout the week 2 as well. And that's sometimes what you're talking about. You can see that. As they came out, they maybe have seen something from the past previous weeks of all that film they've gotten, and you may see a pass play coming out and may hit big right off the bat. Again, they put their offense on the field for a reason. They want to make a statement.
And we're going to get to see that statement at least attempt to be made momentarily. Jared Schlensky alongside Doug Ashenbaugh here on the Region Sports Network. It's the number 13th ranked Hanover Central Wildcats in Class 3A playing host to the Wheeler Bearcats here on homecoming. Hanover Central in the baby blue uniforms with the red helmets. Wheeler in the white tops with the green bottoms. Logan Murray set to kick off. Gunnar Howes back to return for Hanover Central. Austin Goodrich hears the whistle, raises his right hand, and we are officially underway here in Week 8 of the Indiana High School football season. Out to the 30, big hole. Now down the sideline, all the way up to the 45. A great start as number 6, Caden Verrett, takes it out to the 45 in good field position for the Hanover Central Wildcats.
I think if we saw some dry ground here tonight, that might be in the end zone right now. That kickoff routine did an amazing job with a big, wide-open gap. He saw it, and he took it, but I think that wet ground was kind of stopping his feet from actually getting full stride.
Bottom of your screen, you'll see the offensive line lined up for Hanover Central as they are on the left hash. Shotgun formation. Play action. Kuntz, the lefty, rolls left and just throws it away. We talked about all week these teams like to run. What do we see? Play action pass right off the bat.
Yeah, you sure called it, right? They might have saw something in their scouting and said, hey, let's try to get that pass off. But, again, a nice play over by Matt Kuntz, rolling out and realizing he didn't have anything there. Just got it out and lived to fight another down.
Good pressure there, too, by Michael Bell, forcing Kuntz to throw that ball away. And it'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Wheeler Bearcats got some big boys on their D-line, too, as well, versus that offensive side for Hanover. And it may be a little bit of a struggle here from tonight, something that they haven't seen all year, that big of defense on the side.
And an intentional grounding call is thrown. I'm surprised. I thought he got that ball back to the original line of scrimmage. I guess he did not. And that is going to be a spot foul.
Yeah, it is. I mean, again, that was that defensive end pressure there on that rollout. And I think they're going to say, hey, let's get back to our rushing game here.
So a loss of 5 on the play is going to bring up 2nd and 15. Man in motion. Kuntz will have to wait. Another whistle. And we talked about that field being a little slippery. We got one official who almost just tumbled.
Yeah, it's going to play a huge part here with grass. It's much different than turf when it gets wet. And we talked all about footing tonight, and that's going to be key here is can they keep their feet? And are we actually going to see the full speed from these running backs?
2nd and 15 becomes 2nd and 20 from the Hanover Central 36. Kuntz in the shotgun formation, one running back on each of his hips. Motion man. Give up the middle. And stuffed. Great penetration started by Ethan Lewis and Drake Simitovich. And with very little room to run on the play, Kyle Hasley is going to bring up 3rd and long.
Again, you saw that linebacker play that we talked about earlier in the tailgate here was they sent motion out to the wide side of the field, but that didn't pull their linebackers from keeping them keys. And that when they ran that power, linebacker filled that gap perfectly. Read that amazing.
Hanover Central needs the Wheeler 44 to move the sticks. 3rd and 18. Kuntz drops back with time. Doesn't like what he sees. Keeps rolling and pushed out of bounds. Very minimal gain.
And we got a big flag over there. It looks like it's going to be a late hit.
I did not see the flag come in. Let's see what they rule here.
This could be something that bails them out here. You know, Hanover Central's not used to 2nd and long, 3rd and long. You know, I don't know how many plays they got in their playbook for it, and we've seen that. They struggled a little bit right there.
This would be a rough penalty against Wheeler. You had 3rd and 18, and you forced the stop. Question is, are they going to pick this flag up? It's been a long discussion out there.
Still no call here made on the field yet.
Matt Kuntz has done a good job extending the play, but he just hasn't had any room to operate. And while Hanover Central is going to get bailed out, a 15-yard personal foul, late hit against Wheeler is going to give him a new set of downs inside Wheeler territory.
2 big penalties for Hanover, pushed them back, and now a big penalty against Wheeler that brought them right back into 3rd and short.
A new set of downs for the for the Hanover Central Wildcats. Play number 4 of the drive. Pitch. Hasley, little room, stiffs arm one man, and is tripped up an ankle tackle. Gets him out to about the Wheeler 40. A very nice open field tackle by
be good for a Wildcat. First down.
MJ Mitchell, and it's going to move the sticks.
It was a great block by wide receiver, too, as well. Tony Bartholomew on that one. He sealed that edge for him just enough for him to get to the outside and pick up just those few yards they needed for the first down.
New set of downs, 1st and 10. Play number 5 of this drive. Hasley, they fake it to him, now to the outside. A little bit of breathing room and a strong gain on 1st and 10.
Pass complete to Herrera.
First time we've called Juan Herrera's name. Does a little bit of receiving, plays a little bit of a defense, and picks up 9 yards there.
Yeah, quick wide receiver screen is exactly what they did there. We've actually seen more pass plays than we have rush for Hanover. They've seen something here. I think their pass game can get something maybe. And they've just seen, those quick screens is very tough for linebackers to be able to get from the middle of the box out to the sideline.
2nd and 1. Kuntz, play fake. Now throws, and he has his man! And all the way for 6. Gannon Howes, the tight end, over the middle.
And that was the great, as you can see here right on this replay here, that rush attack is what these linebackers are looking for, right? Play action right over the top of the linebackers, found his man and took it, 35 yards there. It was a great play action call there by Hanover Central.
Kuntz to Howes for 32 yards and an opening 6-0 lead for the Hanover Central Wildcats. Here comes the PAT. Kyle Brower to kick the point after. And it is up and it is through.
No, it's actually no good, they called.
Wow.
No good. Again, we talk about that footing. That's tough for a kicker out here tonight to be able to get his plant foot stick and make it. We may see a couple of them extra points tonight go wide left or right.
We'll take a timeout. When we return, it'll be time for the Wheeler Bearcats to take the field offensively for the first time. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
For over 113 years, Burns Funeral Home and Crematory has been assisting families in their time of need. Serving Northwest Indiana, the staff at Burns Funeral Home and Crematory will help guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a loved one. Whether it's a simple, elaborate, traditional, or unique service, the caring family at Burns Funeral Home and Crematory will tailor a ceremony to fit your needs. Visit them on the web at burnsfuneral.com or give them a call at 942-1117.
Wildcats scoring drive summary is presented by DeMont.
Gannon Howes from 32 yards up on a perfectly thrown ball by his quarterback. Matt Kuntz has given Hanover Central the opening lead 6-0. The PAT does not go through, and, well, we talked about points. And, well, first time they take the field, Hanover Central, they find the end zone for 6. Now let's see what Wheeler can do.
They did, yeah. They wanted to just go down there and score, and that's exactly what they did. And we talked about it earlier. You called it, right? We saw a lot more passes than we did rushes, but their rush game all season is the reason why they set up for that touchdown. Wheeler has to stay true to stopping that run game, and they played a perfect post right down the center, right over the linebackers, and put it in for 6.
Kyle Brower, who missed the PAT, out to kick off. Back to return for Wheeler, Austin Goodrich. And Tyler Schmidt. Goodrich with an open seam, breaks free. Only the kicker to beat, can't get past him, and dragged down to midfield, and both teams with good returns to open the night.
They sure do, right? Game of field position, and both of them have been about midfield here, and that really opens up their playbook, too, as well at midfield. Again, I don't think we're seeing the full speed of these returners because of the field and how wet it really is, because, again, my bet would have been that would have been in the end zone right now.
We'll see the Wheeler Bearcats operate from their own 49. Hanover Central able to score on their opening drive. Let's see what Wheeler can do. Jared Schlinsky alongside Doug Auschenbaugh. Both teams operate out of the shotgun. Preston Morris. Pitch to his left. Caden Brand able to operate around the sideline, get a couple of yards, and a pretty good start here on 1st and 10.
Quick pitch there from them, right? They want to get their athletes the ball pretty quick, trying to hit that outside. But we're seeing on both sides of the ball, it's tough to get out there right now. And again, there's a great play by that cornerback up there, being able to shed that block, force him to cut back up. Linebacker scrapes and makes the play.
Pickup of 2 is going to make it 2nd and 8. Wheeler one play into the Hanover Central territory, working downfield. Morris to Brand. Brand not able to get much on that play.
It was a great read by the D end. He didn't commit fully to that run and made the quarterback give it to that running back and then made the tackle. It was a great play by the D end over there. Untouched. They were reading. It looked like they were reading him, and he made that play perfect. So that way the quarterback couldn't yank it and get to the outside edge.
Austin Venkley and Colin Foy in on the stop, and here comes 3rd and 7. Play number 3 of the drive. Morris rolls right, throws on the move, and intercepted. Intercepted by Hanover's Eddie Goff. Eddie Goff, he had one INT coming into the season. He picks up his 2nd on a huge 3rd and long.
Right place, right time. What it looked like, though, is the Wheeler receivers were very close in proximity, right? And he just overthrew his original receiver he was looking for, and Eddie Goff was in the right spot and was able to pick that ball off and give Hanover Central the ball. And that was a big turnover here, especially when we talked about put your offense on the field, go down and score, make a statement, get a stop, and go up 2 scores. This is a big drive for Hanover Central right now.
Chance to go up 2 scores. 8:25 remains here in the first quarter from their own 33. Caleb Kuntz drops back, looking to set up the screen, and it's deflected. If he was able to get it through, they had all sorts of room, but an excellent job by David Horgash sniffing that out.
Yeah, David Horgash, big paws getting up in the air, getting that down, because you're right. That wide receiver, the running back screen right in the middle, he had a lot of green grass in front of him.
Very well played by the defensive tackle, Horgash, who you also see on the offensive line. Again, we talked about it. You're going to see these guys go both ways for both teams. Kuntz keeps on the option, tries to turn the corner and unable to. Swung down and thrown out of bounds by Jake Serafin.
Yeah, what a great read by that linebacker. Again, the D end is getting pressure. That's making the read already hard for the quarterback, and Kuntz trying to read that. And then Seraphin coming in the backfield and making the play, tackle for a loss. It's a great play by the defensive end, though, making it tough in the beginning for the quarterback to read that.
A loss of 2 sets up 3rd and 12. Kuntz drops back. He's got time. Now rolls left and hit out of bounds hard. This Hanover Central offense is creating some opportunities, but this Wheeler team has come to hit on defense. That was Michael Bell.
Yeah, that was a great play. That and also Max Martimer, too, as well, that came over on that play. They are reading this offense very well on defense. They had one hiccup with that play-action pass, but they are making Kuntz use his feet, get out of the pocket, but the speed from their linebackers is stopping him from going anywhere once he's outside.
Kyle Brower on to punt for the Wildcats.
Kyle Brower out to punt after the 5-yard pickup. 4th and 8. And back to return, Blaze Brightkey. Brightkey has it sail over his head, and it hit him. He picks it up to the 20 and out around the 22. He didn't expect that punt to travel that far. A great punt on hand by Brower.
Went right over his head. Yeah, he wasn't expecting that. He's going to back up next time, but that's exactly what Wheeler needed there. That was a quick 3 and out after that interception. And that's when you start seeing that momentum again shift right back to Wheeler. And now it's a big offensive drive here. They got to get some things moving. I think they're going to start hitting that power and try to see what they can get up the gut because outside isn't working for them right now.
Wheeler's offense back on the field for the second time. The INT on their previous series. They'll operate from their own 24. Wheeler in the white and green. Hanover Central in the bright blue and red. Inside pitch and running room on hand, followed by a late flag. Very nice, well-designed play and a strong pickup on hand on 1st down.
Yeah, some misdirection right there, right? They faked that quick pitch to the outside left, but they actually pitched it to their wingman coming across, but unfortunately, their receiver out here, it was a pretty blatant hold, and that's going to hurt him. It's going to push him back another 10 yards. Again, Wheeler 3rd and long. I don't know how many plays they got in their playbook that gets them a 1st down.
Corey Davis with the pickup, negated by the flag, and it's going to set up what was originally a new set of downs in probably going to be 1st and 20.
Wheeler, stay focused here. Per yards, 5 yards a gain here gets you to your 1st down. So I think they need to stay true to their run game, keep doing what they're doing, even though they're pushed back. They can get to the 1st down sticks and move the chains.
Officially a loss of 7. Give to Brand, and Brand tumbles forward to the 25, right around the original line of scrimmage. We talked offense coming into today. Both teams averaging over 40 points per game. We're about halfway through the 1st quarter. What you expected for the most part, or not entirely?
No, I thought I'd be able to see the offenses move a little bit more, but it looks like, at least on the Hanover Central side, is normally they run a 3-4. It looks like now they're running almost like a 4-3, bringing that outside linebacker up, knowing, hey, we got to stop this rush game. Something that Wheeler, again, wasn't expecting probably.
7 in the box for Hanover Central. They bring pressure. Brand tries to turn the corner, and he does not go anywhere. Great tackle on hand by Ryan Hildeman to stuff that play.
Yeah, and it came back, though, from the D-line. Number 73 really creating that pressure to make that the running back kick it more outside. He had to bow and lose 2-3 yards to even try to gain some steam, and that's that D-line play we talked about. How big are they going to be tonight? Both sides of the ball, the D-line showing up.
Brings up 3rd and 15. Colin Foy and Ryan Hildeman setting up 3rd and long again for this Wheeler offense. Fakes the screen. Down the middle and incomplete. Excellent pass breakup on hand by
Pass intended for Blaze Evanson.
Gunnar House. Very nice open field pass breakup to force the punt.
Yeah, Gunnar House name again. That was some very good man coverage. What Wheeler was running there was just a real deep post to the center, no safety help over the top. And Gunnar House, just amazing man-to-man coverage there, was able to get his arm in front and knock that ball down.
We're going to get the first punt tonight from the Wheelers, Austin Goodrich. Back to return as this punt is underway.
Looks like we got maybe an offsides, too, as well.
Gunnar House muffed it, but picks it up. But a flag on the play, I believe.
There is a flag on the play.
Let's see what we have here.
Looked like the guy up in the center was ran just a little bit too far and broke the line of scrimmage. We'll see what happens here, though.
If so, it'll be the Hanover Central Wildcats ball for the third time today. Their first series, they get that huge break on third down, the 15-yard personal foul. Late hit sets up the 32-yard touchdown pass to their go-to tight end in Gannon Howes. What do you look for this series offensively if you're Hanover Central?
I think you want to control the clock here, right? There's been a lot of back and forth, a lot of three and outs here. I think they want to establish their run game, still run their play action, but they want to control the clock here and take some minutes off here and stop giving that Wheeler offense the ball so quickly.
Waiting for the result of the flag. A reminder that after the game tonight, when it's all said and done, we'll send it back to the Sentier Bank studio where the RSN crew will be on hand to recap all of tonight's action from all around the entire region. Long discussion at midfield regarding the flag on the punt. What are you thinking? Here's the penalty.
I'm not sure. It's taking quite some time if you thinking that it was an offsides here at first, but kind of intrigued here a little bit to see what comes of this. This was a long discussion.
Special thanks to everybody associated with tonight's broadcast. Our executive producer, Chris Ramirez, our coordinating producer, Nathan Laird, game producer, Nick Russ, our cameraman, Scott Stessel. Can't do this without them. They have been fantastic from the get-go. Still no result from the flag, but it looks like it's going to benefit Wheeler.
A little strange they haven't made a call yet.
No, it's taken a while. This isn't the first time either where we've been waiting the result of a flag. Now head coach for the Hanover Central, Brian Parker, talking with one official on the near side. And are they putting the defense back on the field?
Looks like it. Maybe they're re-punting the ball.
Yeah, I think you're right. They're going to have to redo the punt. Long discussion, still no result.
We're awaiting a call, but it does appear to be on Wheeler.
I'm not sure if they've made a call yet,
No.
have they?
Illegal shift.
There it goes.
Illegal shift against Wheeler will bring out the return unit for Hanover Central, who leads 6-0. And back to return, Gunnar House.
Now they're back up. His toes or heels is right on the goal line. I mean, this is going to give some good field position to Hanover Central here.
Going to need a good boot from Wheeler's Austin Goodrich, who does most of the punting. And Goodrich is back to punt for Wheeler, but still trying to get it exactly situated where the ball's supposed to be placed.
Now we got it.
Good snap. High punt. Not very deep. Picked up at the Wheeler 42. Best field position so far tonight for Hanover Central as they go to work on offense for the third time today.
Here we go, right? This is, again, great field position by Hanover Central. I think they're going to establish their run, control this clock, make a drive out of this. This is where they want to be at right now. Go up 2 scores, but taking some time off at the same exact time would be very beneficial for this Hammond Central squad.
Just tuning in, George Slinsky alongside Doug Aschenbaugh. Hanover Central got a 32-yard touchdown pass from Matt Kuntz to Gannon Howes on their first offensive series. Haven't had any scoring since. Kuntz in the gun. Low snap. He dives on it and is going to lose about 8 yards.
Again, we see that wet ground out there. Though it hasn't rained for about a couple hours now, that field got saturated pretty heavily. It doesn't just affect the run. It doesn't affect, catching the ball. It's also snap, too, as well. Trying to snap a wet ball off the ground is tough.
Not an ideal way to start for Hanover Central. It brings up 2nd and 18 from midfield. Wheeler loading the box. You surprised here by that on 2nd and long?
No, not at all. They understand that Hanover Central is going to stay true to their game and what they want to do, which includes running the ball, obviously, a lot.
Give up the middle to Hasley, who now finds his way back into Wheeler territory, but still 3rd and long.
Again, that big D line by Wheeler is causing trouble for Hanover Central front 5 there. And you're seeing they're putting a lot of pressure on those inside runs that Hanover Central normally has a lot of success with.
Drake Simitovich in on the stop again. You can't miss him out there. 6'7", 288 pounds. 3rd down, 14 to go. Kuntz slings it and incomplete. He had a man on the far sideline. It was Gannon Howes who he found for a touchdown, but they couldn't hook up there.
It's a tough ball for a quarterback to throw. I mean, he's left-handed too as well, so think about that. He's also throwing even a little bit farther away from him across his body on an out route. That's a very, very tough throw for a quarterback to make.
A 3-and-out for the 2nd straight series for Hanover Central. And here comes the return unit for Wheeler. Blake Brightsky to return. Out to punt. Kyle Brower. And this is a booming punt. Goodrich, it hits off his ankles, picks it up. Tries a reverse field and does not get very much. He's just lucky he was able to retain that ball.
Great coverage by Hanover Central, too, as well, really getting down the field and bottlenecking him up there. But, yeah, hit off him again. That's the 2nd one in a row. Again, some troubles again with that wet ball that's coming down the field. And it could lead to some very big turnovers here down the stretch.
First punt today that puts Wheeler inside their own 20. It's officially spotted at their own 15. And so far, both punters have had a good job moving the ball, especially when they were backed up in their own territory.
They have. And it's a little shocking here. I thought the offenses were going to be able to move the ball a little bit more, and we're not seeing that. We're seeing the defenses coming out tonight and staying true to those, 11 points per game given up? They're showing it tonight.
1st down and 10 for Wheeler, their own 14. Up the middle, that's Caleb Brand. And Brand does not get a whole lot as that one is stuffed and sniffed out on 1st down.
The defense swallowed that up there. I mean, it was a straight dive play that you had. And, again, the defensive line penetration is key. They were able to bottle that up in the backfield. He was able to keep his move, and then linebackers came and scraped it up, and it was a great team tackle for Hanover Central.
Austin Vankley, the first one to get to Brand, brings up 2nd and 8. Those splits are pretty wide for Hanover Central's defensive line. What's the benefit of that?
They're just trying to slow them down is exactly what they're able to do. So wide splits, and ooh, that's a big hit there. But those wide splits basically are asking them to come and blitz because we want to hit you right over the linebacker with some play action pass. That's what they're probably trying to bring from the defense. But right now, Hanover Central's been playing really true.
Preston Morris for a moment had Blake Brightsky, but Gunnar Howes, another pass breakup, delivered a big-time clean blow.
He did, and that was, again, another great play by him. And they're going out there saying, hey, we're going to be able to man you up. And that's what they've been doing so far. And that really helps with the safety in the run game, too, as well, bringing him in the box.
Brings up 3rd and 8. Motion man. Morris slings it. Wheel route. Unable to hook up with his running back out of the backfield, Corey Davis. Preston Morris has thrown some pretty good balls, just not able to hook up with his intended target.
Just off the fingertips there. That was great. What they did was they basically ran a wheel route with their running back there on a linebacker, and that's tough for a linebacker to cover, but that linebacker did an amazing job. Again, man-to-man coverage, but right off the fingertips of the receiver there.
Another 3-and-out for Wheeler. Austin Goodrich to punt. That's 4 pass attempts so far from Morris tonight. Is Wheeler going to have to continue to throw the ball if they're going to move it?
It looks like it. It looks like they're going to have to. The Hanover Central defense has been playing very well against the run.
Best punt tonight from Goodrich brings Howes back to his own territory. Gobbled up at his own 25. Nothing but Wheeler defenders in sight. Howes, though, turns the corner and somehow makes good yardage out of it past his own 35 for a return of over 10 yards.
Yeah, that was a good run there. I mean, for him to be able to run backwards, pick it up, loop all the way around, but you can see this field is not in great condition. 2 or 3 players out there slipping, cannot keep their feet. That's playing a big role right now. We're not seeing full speed by these players, not by them, but the field out here is really stopping them.
A lot of 3 and outs for teams that have averaged over 40 a game this season, especially Hanover Central, 51.7 points coming into tonight. They only have 3 first downs. They all came on their opening series. How surprised are you?
I'm very surprised. It's 9th possession now, switch, and we're still in the first quarter with 3 minutes left to go?
Methodical moving game. Kuntz to his tailback. Hasley turns the corner. Past the 40, hurdles a man close to the 43. And a strong run, maybe the best of the night for the junior, Kyle Hasley.
It was great sealing over there by that wing right there, right? He really was able to push down the DN. And normally what you see from them is they punch the DN, try to get up to the linebacker, and he did a great job there and really cleared a path for that outside.
A pickup of officially 11 and a new set of downs for Hanover Central. 6-0 our score, the only score. The 7th offensive play of the game for Hanover Central, a 32-yard touchdown pass from Mass Kuntz to Gannon Howes. Slings this one over the middle of the field, still on his feet, still going. Howes down the sideline. He's in there for 6. A 55-yard touchdown for Gannon Howes, his second tonight. Take me through it, Joe.
Oh, absolutely. So what he did was basically a drag route that really got behind the linebackers again. They're going to keep finding success. He was able to drag across from the wide side of the field, get behind the backers, make a nice cut on that back safety, and take it into the end zone. But they're going to see a lot of success behind them linebackers tonight. Them linebackers are really playing the rush heavy and stepping up. They're going to keep finding success, right, dumping it right behind them.
Matt Kuntz and Gannon Howes hook up for the second time tonight, this time from 55 yards out. PAT up, but a whistle. We'll have to wait. And wow, those two have a nice connection tonight.
They sure do, and Wheeler's going to make that adjustment. I think the coaches up on top are going to see that and say, hey, we got to make sure our backers are staying back on the pass plays and not letting these receivers get behind them.
Let's see what the penalty is. Was it some early movement on Hanover Central? Offsides maybe against Wheeler? What's the call?
I'm not sure. Again, taking some time.
Offsides against Wheeler. So this brings the ball to the 1. If you are head coach Brian Parker, you consider going for 2?
No, looks like they actually declined it here, and they're going to keep the points on the board, but that's tough. Maybe you want to get that 1 point back on the 1 yard line and go for 2, but nonetheless, hey, they got 13 points up on the board. Take the points and make some more defensive stops that you've been having success with.
2 touchdown passes tonight. We're going to take a break here. When we return, we'll be ready to resume first quarter action between Wheeler and Hanover. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Attention homeowners, ready to start your next project? Need to pay off your debt? Refinance your home? Unlock the value of your home with a Centier Bank no-fee home equity loan or home equity line of credit. Stop by a local Centier branch today or visit us on the web at centier.com/home equity. Terms and conditions subject to change without notice, subject to credit approval. Centier Bank, NMLS number 408076, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
55-yard touchdown strike. Matt Kuntz to Gannon Howes makes it 13-0. That replay you saw brought to you by Castle Automotive Group. Castle Subaru in Portage and Castle Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Buick in Chesterton. Jared Schlensky alongside Doug Ashenbaugh here on Region Sports Network. Both these teams, very impressive run numbers coming into tonight, but the difference, the pass. Matt Kuntz has found Gannon Hayes not once, but twice for 6.
They're having a lot of success with that passing game, and obviously we know because they can run, and that's what the linebackers really have been playing, and the success dumping right over the top of them has been working, and you're going to see Wheeler adjust here and not let them big plays happen again.
The kickoff from Kyle Brower, a low liner, scooped up by Wheeler to the 30 and a good blow. And we've seen a lot of hard contact today from Hanover Central.
We have. They are ready to come out here and hit. And again, I keep going back to the whole footing is these runners can't get full speed. And when they try to make a cut, they're slowing down. And I think that's why we're seeing these big hits. But Hanover Central has been bringing the hits tonight.
1st and 10 for this Wheeler offense. They have only picked up 1 first down today through a quarter. They'll go to work from their own 34. 2:30 remaining here in the first. Hanover Central on top, 13-0. Preston Morris gives to Brand, who lowers the shoulder and gets past the 35 for maybe 1 or 2.
Just straight dive play there, and again, that's just great linebacker play by Hanover Central. Right, the D-line is creating some disruption in the back, finds a gap, but that opens up the linebackers, and they've been doing a great job reading, filling, and bringing the ball carrier down.
Colin Foy and Ryan Hildeman on the defensive line for Hanover Central. We've called their name quite a bit already. Part of that front four who's done a nice job early on. Morris. Brand tries to turn the corner, cannot. Taken down for a loss, and this time it's by Colton Zeblakis, the inside linebacker, who comes in with 54 tackles. That one his second tackle for loss tonight.
Great read. What you saw is the guard block down, the tackle kick out, and man, he filled that gap and stopped that sweep for the Wheeler offense there. And that was just a great read by the linebacker.
3rd and 12. Let's see if Wheeler goes to the air. Morris drops back, has to get rid of it, and I think that ball might have been deflected. Either way, it's incomplete, and another 3 and out for this Wheeler offense.
A great job by Hanover Central defense. I mean, Wheeler has not been able to move the ball. They have been struggling. And again, that front seven by Hanover Central has been playing remarkable tonight. And another 3 and out for Wheeler having to punt it. Again, going to give some good field position to Hanover Central.
So Wheeler's possessed the ball 4 times tonight. They've come out with a run play on their first play each time. You'd like to see them maybe come out with a designed pass on their first play. It seems that run pass isn't working.
No, it's not. And I think maybe they continue to roll with their passing that they've been having success with until Wheeler can stop it. Then once they can stop it, then I think they're going to get back to what they're normally used to, maybe running, setting back up the play action pass again. But I think we're going to continue to see that passing.
Austin Goodrich to punt. Back to return, Gunnar Howes. Howes with a fair catch. Slips, but hauls it in inside his own 35, and that's where the Hanover Central offense will go to work for the 5th time today. A lot of offense coming into tonight for both teams. 51 points for Hanover Central, just over 40 for Wheeler, but the defense is really the story so far, especially Hanover Central standing tall.
Of course, yeah, and Wheeler's been playing great against the run and those short passes. They just need to limit the big plays. The big plays are what really getting them right now, and that's where I think you're going to start seeing them linebackers drop in the pass coverage here.
1st and 10 for this Hanover Central offense. They operate from their own 32. The lefty, Matt Kuntz, has 2 touchdown passes tonight, both to Gannon Howes. This time it's a pitch inside to Howes, who breaks free momentarily past the 35 for a couple.
Great job by Michael Bell there, too, as well. What they were trying to do is kick him out and cut it up underneath him. He did a great job getting that offensive line back, seeing where the ball was, dipping inside and making the stop.
Hanover Central's offense working a little bit more quickly now. Game clock under 60 seconds. This might be the final play of the quarter. 6 in the box. Off tackle run. Tries to turn the corner. A couple of stiff arms before being knocked out. Strong run on hand by Kyle Hasley, but not enough for the first down.
No, it wasn't. They weren't able to get the edge there on that. It was a great linebacker play by Wheeler, too, as well. They were able to scrape outside, stop that big play from happening outside by Gunner. And, 3rd and short here. This is Hanover Central. They like to be versus that 3rd and long.
Pick up a 6, sets up 3rd and 2. 27 seconds. The clock stopped after Hasley goes out of bounds. Let's see what they draw up here. Haven't seen Coots run with the ball much today. Let's see maybe if they do a design quarterback run.
Wheeler's been doing a good job bottling them up.
And a flag. Delay a game. The play clock was at 2. And that's bad. You go from 3rd and 2 to 3rd and 7 makes a big difference.
It surely does. Yeah, this is flipping towards the back of the playbook here now to say, hey, what's our 3rd and long plays we have? And that was a big penalty there for Hanover Central.
So what do you do if you're Wheeler? You've had a hard time stopping number 11, Gannon Howes, the tight end who's lined up sometime outside and inside the numbers. What do you draw up here on defense?
Yeah, you need to man him. Man him and drop your linebackers back off into a zone and not be able to get him in between that gap, right? That gap between safety and linebackers, that's where you want to eliminate.
3rd down, blitz comes. Kuntz escapes. Enough for the first? That's the question. A stiff arm, and he does get it. Matt Kuntz with a stiff arm sets up a new set of downs on what looked like some early movement on Hanover Central.
Yeah, no call there on that, so they let him play there. But again, we just talked about his legs, right, and being able to use his legs, and right there we saw it. They went deep. They had a deep post in the center, really cleared it out. Kuntz was able to find a gap, make a nice stiff arm too as well, and get the first down for Hanover Central.
1st and 10 for Hanover Central, their own 45.
I'll tell you what, we can't get out of this quarter though, huh?
No, it's been a long first quarter. Kuntz keeps. Rolls left, escapes, past midfield to the Wheeler 42, and a pickup of 12 will give him a new first down as we come to an end here at the first quarter.
Yeah, wide receiver Tony Bartolomeo there made a great block, and that's the reason why he even got that extra 5-6 yards afterwards. He was able to stalk block that cornerback, and stay on him. And that's what helped him pick up the extra 5-6 yards at the end of the play.
We've played one quarter tonight between Wheeler and Hanover Central. We'll take a timeout here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
If you work with industrial, pneumatics, or hydraulics, and you're in need of maintenance or repair, you need the right connection. For over 20 years, Hose Connections in Hammond has been the premier leader in the hydraulics industry. Hose Connections is a one-stop shop for sales and service of pneumatics and hydraulics. Hose Connections continues to grow their network of industry contacts, which allows them to meet even your toughest expectations. To learn more, visit HoseConnectionsInc.com. Hose Connections in Hammond. Proven under pressure.
Ethos Dental Group in Munster, Crown Point, and Cedar Lake offers a full scope of general and cosmetic dentistry with expertise ranging from porcelain veneers to dental implants, crowns, and bridges. At Ethos Dental Group, you're assured that Dr. Stojkovic and Associates utilize the latest in technology. Ethos Dental Group would like to join you in welcoming Dr. Emily Hansen to their team. Check out ethosdentalgroup.com or call 219-595-3432 to schedule an appointment. Ethos Dental Group, Munster, Crown Point, and Cedar Lake.
Matt Kuntz on 3rd and 7 uses his legs to pick up a 12-yard gain. And as we get ready to start the second quarter, Hanover Central will continue to possess the ball. Jared Schlensky alongside Doug Aschenbaugh. We expected some high scoring in this one. Both teams averaging north of 40 points per game coming in tonight, but the defense, the difference, especially for Hanover Central. They've allowed 0. And Wheeler, well, they've allowed 13.
They did, and it was only on 2 big plays, so I still give some props to Wheeler's defense on the run game, the short pass game. They've been doing an amazing job against Hanover Central, and then obviously you flip it. Hanover Central's been doing a great job against Wheeler. They haven't been able to move it.
On the far side.
Flag comes in before we start the quarter, so I'm not sure what this will be about.
Sideline warning.
Against Hanover Central?
Against Wheeler, it looks like.
No, Wheeler, okay. I did not see it. But let me ask you, Doug, what adjustments do you make if you're the Wheeler offense? You didn't pick up a first down in the quarter. You got to do something different.
They sure do. They got to stop and get away from the gut. They can't run up the middle on Hanover Central right now. Maybe we need to see a little bit more play action from them and be able to get behind the backers and make their linebackers for Hanover Central bite on a run and throw it over the top of them, just as Hanover Central is doing too as well.
Hanover Central in the blue and the red, Wheeler in the white and the green. Matt Kuntz. He's dirty out there at the quarterback position, but he's played well. 2 touchdown passes, both to Gannon Howes, one from 32, one from 55. What do they draw up here? Howes, they fake it to him up the middle. Kuntz, he's got room. Tripped up inside Wheeler territory around the 29 for a pickup of 13.
That was great misdirection. They sent that jet motion, faked the jet sweep, and kept that quarterback dead up the gut, opened up a real large, wide gap for him to run, and made a nice, 12, 13-yard run there to pick up the first down.
5 plays on this drive, all runs. This time they go back to Hasley. Hasley to the 26 for a pickup, about 2 on the play, and it'll bring up 2nd and 8.
Great job by Hanover Central coaches, too, as well. They knew Wheeler was going to try to make some adjustments on those play-action pass and keep them backers back, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. And while Hanover Central is having some success now running up the middle.
2nd down. Hanover Central moving the ball quite well against Wheeler here on the first drive of the second quarter.
They do a great job, too, as well, really seeing how the defense lines up and then gets a play call in. And that's where you can see those blitzing backers and call the play action.
Play clock at 1. They just get it off. Kuntz drops back over the middle, finds his man inside the 10. Nice play action pass.
Just called it, right? Wheeler showed blitz before they came out there. And then what happened was, hey, coach, look at us on the sideline. They knew exactly they were going to bring the heat, and they took their wing right up the middle, right after the backer's pass, and he was wide open.
Juan Herrera picks up the first down, the catch out of the backfield. First and 10, first and goal from the 8. They're letting this play clock roll. It's at 5. Kuntz to Hasley. No, they faked it to him. Now they swing it out and a big hit. Nothing there, and a big blow by the Wheeler linebacker, Corey Davis.
Corey Davis read that and delivered a real big hit. I thought they were going to run up the gut. It was a little play action pass again, but rather than going in the middle, they almost ran a little out route with their running back there, and Davis made a great read, great play.
We've seen some hard hitting from both teams tonight. That was the first pass of this drive. Play number 9 coming. Kuntz rolls out, keeps, jumps close to the goal line, but can't get there. Regardless, a good gain will bring up 3rd and short.
A little shocking here. They've had success running up the middle here on this drive, and they've gotten away from it here. And you're seeing Wheeler being able to stop them, but I think right now they're close enough where they're going to see this gut play here.
This 4-down territory for you?
Absolutely.
Ball will be spotted at the 3.
3rd and goal from the 3. Matt Kuntz has thrown the ball 6 times tonight. They're not afraid to air it out with him. He's got 2 touchdown passes. Low snap. Kuntz has to dive on it and just does in time. And boy, that could have been trouble. Those wet conditions still taking effect.
Yeah, the wet conditions are still a big factor here, and putting that ball on the ground on the snap is something that you don't want. It was a great job by Matt Kuntz jumping back right on that and keeping them here. It's still 4th down territory. They want to punch this in.
A loss of 2 brings up 4th and goal from the Wheeler 5. Play number 10 of the drive. Can Wheeler get a stop? Let's see. You looking for Gannon Howes again, the tight end? He's got 2 touchdown passes already. He's on the bottom of your screen if you're just tuning in. Instead of timeout, we're going to take one with them. You're listening to Hanover Central versus Wheeler tonight on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
At Toyota of Maryville, we take pride in being a one-stop shop for anything Toyota related. The best part of the Toyota Maryville experience is that we make it easy to do business with us. We have a committed team of professionals that's here to help you do just that. When you come in for service, we will welcome you and have plenty of staff on hand to handle your needs. And if you're looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle, Toyota of Maryville sales team is the best in the business to help you with your buying decision. We practice what we preach. When we say we make it easy, that's exactly what we do.
Welcome back on the Region Sports Network, where you're watching the only game in town. It's the number 13th ranked Hanover Central Wildcats versus the Wheeler Bearcats. Jared Schlinsky alongside Doug Auschenbaugh. Hanover Central knocking on the door of Wheeler again. 4th and goal from the Wheeler 5. They've got a 13-0 lead. We've seen a lot of Matt Kuntz to Gannon Howes. They've connected twice for touchdowns. What are you drawing up here if you're head coach Brian Parker on 4th and goal?
Probably going to run a little play action. There's no safety help at all right now in the middle of the field. They probably saw that, and that's the reason why they call a timeout. See if they get him over the middle.
Quick slant.
And there it is.
They connect. Kuntz to Howes. The third touchdown pass from Coots, all of which have gone to House. Take me through it.
And as we saw here, no safety help. Inside slot receiver is going to drag across the field right over the top of the backers again and be able to make a connection. They've been having success on all three of their scoring plays tonight with them linebackers coming up and hitting it right over the top. And that was, again, we called no safety over the top. That's tough to be man coverage when you got a linebacker on a slot receiver.
Kuntz took a shot, 2 on the play. Give him credit for standing tall in the pocket. High snap, put down, the kick up and through. Makes it 19-0 Hanover Central. We'll take a break here on the Region Sports Network. When we return, it'll be kickoff, Hanover Central to Wheeler. You're watching the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
From schools to stadiums, hospitals and bridges, everywhere you look, union carpenters are building Indiana. With jobs and skilled trades in high demand, there's never been a better time to start building your future. As an apprentice, you'll earn a debt-free college degree, earn while you learn, and receive great benefits like healthcare and retirement. So what are you waiting for? Visit carpenters.com to learn more. Visit carpenters.com and start building your future today.
Gannon House, 5-yard touchdown pass.
Matt Coots finds Gannon House for not the first, not the second, but the third time tonight, this time from 5 yards out. It's 20-0 Hanover Central. Jared Schlinsky alongside Doug Aschenbaugh. It's really been the difference tonight. Hanover Central able to pick up third down. They did it twice on that drive, and no stop right now for Gannon House, who has 3 receiving touchdowns.
Yeah, Gannon House has been all over the field, and he's been finding a lot of success in the middle of the field. Wheeler has not been playing a safety over the top and really relying on some man coverage on those slot receivers, which is a tall task to do. Linebacker versus running back in the slot that's tough. That's very, very tough, and I think you're going to continue to see that until Wheeler adjusts.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to this homecoming tonight if you're Hanover Central. Great crowd and a great start. 20-0. Kyle Brower to kick off. A low tumbler scooped at the 25 to the 30, and another big hit as a flag comes in. This might be on Wheeler for initiating the hit.
It looked like he led with the crown of his helmet when he put his head down there. We'll intrigued to see what his call is too as well, but it looked like he put his head down and initiated some contact with the crown of his helmet.
We've seen that's not the first hard hit today. This game has lived up to the hype. Now, granted, Hanover Central is up 20-0, but we've seen some scoring and we've seen some hitting.
Yeah, the hitting has been on fire tonight. There's been some really big hits, and we're not going to stop seeing that tonight.
Couple of big hits tonight from Gunnar House, the brother of Gannon House for this Hanover Central team. Gunnar is the safety, and he has delivered some hits tonight.
And there's that helmet contact, too, as well, we were talking about. Going to give him 15 more yards. I thought it was going to be on Wheeler's side, though.
I did, too.
Leaning with his head, but I guess, no, it went the other way. Against Hanover Central there. But again, Wheeler's in some great field position here where I think they need to start getting a little bit airing out to try to get a quick score.
9:13 remains here in the first half. 15-yard penalty brings Wheeler to their own 45. Second best field position tonight. Their 6th offensive series. Another run up the middle, close to midfield for Caden Brand.
Yeah, inside gut again. Right, letting that DN kind of read him and see what he's going to be doing. From what I saw up here, Wheeler has a little option here to where quarterback kind of pulls and gets outside. It looked like it was open, and maybe someone up top in the press box, too, as well, seen that, and maybe we see that here shortly.
Pick up a 3, makes it 2nd and 7. If you're Wheeler, you really need a score here to get this back to a 2-possession game. Try to go off tackle with Brand on the option. Sniffed out perfectly by this Hanover Central team. And again, the big man, Ryan Hildman, there for the stop.
Yeah, so you seen right there, they were reading once again, and Preston Morris was trying to get the ball out and couldn't from his running back because he had some green to run on the outside. And maybe he's going back in the huddle saying, hey, ease up a little bit on that. I got some reads back here.
Wheeler does not have a first down yet tonight. Their 5th offensive series. 3rd and long. Pump fake. Morris down the sideline. Hauled in. Beautiful ball from Morris. And an excellent catch on hand by Blaze Evanson. Very nice pitch and catch.
Blaze went up there. He climbed the ladder and caught at the highest point and really separated himself from the cornerback on that man-to-man coverage. But it was a nice play action, seam down the sideline. They needed that big play to build some momentum here. Now getting inside almost the red zone here. This is a big, big drive. They got to cap this off with a touchdown.
Pickup of 23, the first down tonight for Wheeler. Let's see if they continue to go to the air. Up the middle, Brand stuffed again. One thing's for certain, Preston Morris, he's got a nice little arm.
He does, yeah, and he's pretty accurate too as well. He was even rolling out slightly a little bit and still had some great accuracy there to put the ball where only his receiver could catch it.
No gain.
No gain on the play, brings up 2nd and 10. The more and more you watch this game, the more and more you notice Wheeler struggles to run the football. Eventually, is this going to become a one-dimensional game and Wheeler going to have to sling it?
They're going to have to do something here and get those big plays like we just saw down the sideline, create some mismatches, and maybe that's what we're going to start seeing here towards the end of this drive.
Morris drops back, but can't escape. Wrapped up in the backfield by Hildeman. His 2nd tackle for a loss, and that one the biggest tonight.
He did. He shot the B gap perfectly there at the D tackle and was able to get off that block. And again, be able to break down in open field on a quarterback that can run. That's a great job by a big boy playing D tackle and getting that big sack.
A sack of 12 yards for Hildeman, who comes off the field. 3rd and 22. What do you draw up here?
Get to the sticks. Maybe a jump ball here on the sideline that you saw again. But this is big. You got to get to the sticks and get up in the air.
Late whistle. We have some pre-snap movement. Let's see.
That's another big penalty.
Illegal
motion on the Wheeler Bearcats. Goes from 3rd and 22 to 3rd and 27.
This is where you maybe clear out one side, man-to-man, and throw a jump ball up to one of your receivers and try to get. This is going to be a tough pickup.
We've already seen Evanson do it to pick up a 23 yards on that 3rd and 7 catch 4 plays ago. What do they do here? Morris, with time, slings it down the sideline, and incomplete. Tried to thread the needle in double coverage. Could not hook up with Evanson, and a long 4th down.
Unfortunately, those receivers were super close to each other, and what that caused really was the safety that was covering the inside slot be able to make a play on the outside receiver. You need to really get some gap and distance yourself between running routes so that he could get up there to try to make a play. But unfortunately, that safety was able to play both and come over and make a play.
Excellent job by Gannon Howes. We've called his name on offense a lot. He was the free safety there and broke that one up. 4th down, they go for it. Morris hit as he throws. Tipped and picked by guess who? Howes on his feet. All sorts of daylight ahead. Only the quarterback to beat and can't.
And his brother Gunner now getting in on the action. And that's a big interception here, especially with 5.5 left in the game. Punching another one in, going up 4 scores right before half is huge. But unfortunate turn of events right off the helmet of the receiver for Wheeler Bearcats. And Gunner, right in the right spot to be able to pick that ball off and make some moves and get some yardage from it and put themselves in a good field position.
Not Gannon Howes this time, but Gunner Howes. He had a pass breakup in the first quarter. Now he gets a pick here in the second. And with great field position for the Hanover Central offense again. The Wheeler 17. Kuntz, play action. Finds his man and a strong pickup. Eli Robinson, the catch. First time we've called his name.
Coaches for Hanover Central see that. Those slot receivers running quick slants behind the linebackers. I've been saying it all night, and we're not seeing any adjustments from the Wheeler Bearcat defense, and it's open every single time, and they're going to continue to exploit that until Wheeler makes a change here on defense.
Pickup of 11. Kuntz to the running back, Hasley.
Paisley, the ball carrier.
Goes nowhere. Dropped for a loss this time.
And that's where you still have to stay true to your gut plays, your dive plays to open up those play action that we've seen success. And that's exactly what Hanover Central is doing here. So, hey, we're not going to get away from the dive. We still want to set you up for our over-the-top in the middle pass plays.
Drake Simitovich with a tackle for loss. Third down. Kuntz rolls left. Throws on the move and finds his man for 6. And it's another touchdown pass to Gannon Howes. It's a Howes show. Gunner with the pick.
Yes.
Gannon with the TD catch. His 4th touchdown reception tonight. It's 26-0 in favor over Hanover Central. You by the Castle Auto Group. Shop Castle Cars Direct at castlecarsdirect.com. 27-0 our score. We'll be back here on Game Night in the Region, the only game in town.
Did you know?
They decorate over 210,000 cakes a year.
Did you know?
Their butcher will cut your meat your way.
Did you know?
They have trained floral designers in store.
Did you know?
They will make your wedding cake.
Did you know?
They have a variety of deli bakeable entrees.
Did you know?
Their online app has coupons and so much more. Who does that?
Strachan Van Til. Now you know.
Matt Kuntz.
Welcome back into the Region Sports Network. You're watching the only game in town. This week's matchup, Hanover Central on top of Wheeler, 27-0. Matt Kuntz has found Gannon Howes not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times. The last one from 5 yards out, and it is 27-0 Hanover Central.
And it was a long 5-yard play, I can tell you that, with Kuntz, scrambling and using his feet to get out of the pocket. And House coming all the way from the other side of the field, scraping, running that back of the end zone, finding himself wide open. That really shows his speed and how he's able to get and be a playmaker and outbeat these cornerbacks and safeties that are trying to lock him down.
And you got to give credit to the older brother, Gunnar House, who's a senior. Gannon, a junior, set up that play with an interception of 47 yards.
Yeah, I mean, talk about dynamic duo right there. That's exactly what they want over here at Hanover Central.
Little dribbler picked up by Wheeler out to the 30. And that's where the Wheeler offense will go to work here on their second offensive possession of the second half. 4:40 to go. The difference in your eyes is what so far through almost 2 quarters?
There's 2 things, actually. Hanover Central's defense has been playing lights out. Again, Wheeler's been struggling on offense, and they've kind of went to some play action. They tried the passing game on last drive, and Hanover Central shut them down. The next thing is how well Hanover Central is really utilizing the play action passing here and really creating some mismatches over the center when they're not seeing that help with the safety in the middle.
Once again, homecoming.
Hanover Central came in tonight having won 11 straight home games, looking to make it 12. And, well, this one looks like it might be a little bit more of a comfortable win than many anticipated. This was maybe the game of the week. At least in my eyes, it was. Both teams just 1 loss. Both teams really getting it done offensively. Wheeler over 40 points a game. Hanover Central, the highest scoring offense in the state, just under 52. First down. Morris rolls left. Can he escape? He does for a moment and picks up maybe 2 on the first down scramble.
That was a long 2-yard scramble, and that really shows the speed by Hanover Central's linebackers and defensive backs, and that's really been a key thing for Hanover Central's defense and why they're being so successful tonight, shutting down this elite Wheeler offense that we've seen all year.
Good stop by Jacob Strominski, the corner. Keeps Morris to 2 yards as the clock continues to roll. Morris on 2nd and 8. Pitch to the outside. That's Caden Brand. Looks to turn the corner. He's got a seam. And a first down. A very nice run there. Maybe the best tonight for the Wheeler offense, and they needed that.
What we saw there was just a real quick pitch. That allows the running back to get the edge much quicker than a normal handoff or a sweep play that you see. And he was 1 block away from taking that thing down the sideline.
Pickup of 10 on the play. Moves the sticks.
Starting to see some life from this Wheeler Bearcat offense, too, as well.
And they do get the ball to begin the second half. So if they can get a score here, keep Hanover Central off the board, could be a little bit of a confidence booster going into the half.
Absolutely.
Option, Brand, up the middle, close to the marker. And another good run on this drive to pick up a 9 this time.
Wheeler's coming alive here, really starting to get some juice behind their run game. Offensive line is starting to wake up a little bit too as well. Like you said, putting one in here is key. Get it now, get it after halftime. It's a 2-possession game at that point. You're right back in this game. Breathe some new life into Wheeler.
Second and less than a yard, right around midfield. They load the box, only one safety high. Play fake. Evanson can't hang on to it. It's tipped. It's Gunnar Howes again. Down the sideline. For a moment is alive, but can't find the end zone. Gunnar Howes with his second pick, and he nearly took it to the house again.
He's been playing lights out tonight, honestly, as you can see here on the replay. What they had was he was safety over the top, and they only had one receiver running a route here. What that allowed was the safety to stay over the receiver, and then you had man coverage underneath. Great play by the corner, tipping that ball up. And again, Gunnar finding that ball. He's got a nose for the ball, and he's been finding it all night. And he had a great return here. Just one juke move there, made it put him in the end zone. That was a nice play to get him out of bounds.
A 44-yard interception return for Gunnar Howes, who's pumped up on the sideline. 1st and 10 for the Hanover Central offense. At the Wheeler 11. Kuntz up the middle, gives it to his man Hazley, who's still going. Fumble! Dove on by Hanover Central. And the big boy picks it up for Hanover Central. Ryan Hildeman.
Yeah, as you see here on the replay, it was just a dive play. He didn't stop his feet. And then he tried to reach and spin and try to get in the end zone, but unfortunately, that ball came out. But Big Boy was down the field still trying to push him in the pile and came up with a touchdown, was in the right spot at the right time, and it's always nice seeing a big boy get a touchdown.
Now, the fact that the game clock is not under 2 minutes means somebody other than the ball carrier can move the ball forward. That's a big difference there. Usually, if it's under 2 minutes, he can't move it up.
Correct.
The Wildcats will go for 2.
They're going to go for 2. 33-0. Kuntz, Hazley, close, he's in. Kyle Hazley, haven't had to use him all that much tonight, but this time finds the goal line for the 2-point conversion, and it's all Hanover Central on homecoming, 35-0. We'll take a timeout here on the Region Sports Network. You're watching the only game in town.
Blythe's Athletics in Valparaiso, whose team has been serving your team since 1959, is a leader in athletic apparel and equipment sales. Whether it's off the rack or customized to your specifications, Blythe's has the products and staff to serve you best. Trophies, embroidering, screen printing, athletic shoes, anything you're looking for, you'll find at Blythe's. Visit them today at teamblythes.com, where the athlete shops.
11 yards.
The big boy Ryan Hildeman picks up the fumble in the Wheeler own zone for 6. Then Hanover Central goes for 2, and they get it 35-0.
Yeah, you saw on the replay again, it was just a simple dive play. And again, they had him stopped. He tried to spin, though, and get out of it and reach, and he fumbled the ball in the end zone, and that's where the big boy recovered it and got himself a touchdown. He's going to be pumped up, definitely scoring the touchdown. You don't see many linemen out there in the end zone getting it. It was great to see.
And we've seen him on defense, too, make a couple of nice plays in the backfield. All Hanover Central tonight, 35-0. Surprise reaction?
Very surprised, actually. I know Hanover Central, is powerful on offense, but so is Wheeler. And Hanover Central is really doing a great job on defense, limiting their big plays, stopping the runs. Wheeler saw a little bit of success on that last drive with their read option that they had, and unfortunately threw another interception, but I think they're going to get back to it.
Dribbler and kick, scooped up around the 25, and nowhere to go. wrestled down around the 27. The difference tonight, I think it's simple. Matt Kuntz to Gannon Howes. They have found each other 4 times tonight for 6. And Gunnar Howes, the older of the two Howes brothers, 2 picks.
Yeah, they've been playing lights out on offense and have a great connection together. Again, when Kuntz is scrambling, he's looking for Gannon Howes for sure, and he's made some great connections tonight while rolling out and using his feet. And then again, we talk about Gunnar on the other side. He's got a nose for the ball. Anytime that ball's up in the air, he's around, and he's came up with it twice now.
Both returns all the way inside the Wheeler 20. Let's see what Wheeler does here. Down 35-0. Morris tonight, the senior's been picked twice. Play fake. Airs it out, and behind his intended target. Blaze Abinson was his intended target. Threw it behind him.
Looks like we may have pass interference, too, as well. Looked like Hanover Central defender got there just a little bit too early. Let's see what happens.
The coverage was Luka Zachman, the outside linebacker, that you might be right. They might be getting him for getting there early.
Oh, no, they're waving it off.
They said the ball was tipped at the line.
Tipped. Okay. They're still going back to that slant play. They're not going away from the pass. They've been picked off twice and they're in the middle. They still know that they got something there.
Second down, Morris with time. High for his intended target as it hits the turf. That was Evanson again. Looked like they dropped into a zone. Just couldn't find him in the soft spot.
Yeah, what they ran there was basically cover 2 on that outside with the outside backer. They sent their inside and outside receiver on fly routes, and the middle receiver did a comeback. It was there. Unfortunately, he just threw it right over the top of them.
Back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10 with 2:29 to go.
Wheeler needs to get a little success here. They need to move the ball, especially going into half, to build some momentum.
Morris fakes this screen, looking deep. He's got a man and can't hit him. Evanson, the 3rd time they've looked to go that way on him this drive. But excellent coverage by not just Gunnar Howes, but his brother, Gannon, too.
Yeah, what we saw there was basically a pump to that wide receiver screen short game while the inside slot kind of ran that seam route, hit the sideline. But again, Hanover Central's been playing some amazing man coverage tonight, and we saw it there again. He put the ball where only his receiver can get it, but unfortunately it was just a little too far.
Brings up 4th down, a 3-and-out for this Wheeler offense. Goodrich to punt. It may have been blocked. It doesn't travel very far, only out to the Hanover Central 42.
Hanover Central's still going to try to score here. It's still in the first half. No game is ever, over until you see triple zeros. They're going to try to punch another one in here in this first half. They get 2 minutes and 15 seconds. They've scored much quicker earlier here tonight.
Remind you that at halftime we'll go over the scoring plays, we'll go over the stats, and then we'll take a look at the Strachan Build Towards scoreboard. Well, we will take a look at as many games as possible that are in action tonight across the state of Indiana. 1st and 10 for Hanover Central. They are at the Wheeler 43. You looking to put up 6 here?
Yeah, they're going to try to put this ball in the end zone still, too, as well. It's the first half.
First time we've seen the stack formation, bottom of your screen. Kuntz rolls to his right. Now throws on the move and finds his man. No! They said he couldn't get a foot down.
That looked really close there. That was great eye coordination there to be able to catch it and get his feet down. He was just a little bit outside and his toe hitting the line.
Tony Bartolomeo, whose dad is the quarterback's coach on this team, caught it but couldn't stay in bounds. Incomplete pass makes it 2nd and 10 with just over 2 minutes to go. Game clock is stopped. The play clock at 5. Hasley up the middle, goes nowhere.
Straight dive played there, right? Keeping the Wheeler Bearcat defense true to their, the run game that they want. That's been setting up their pass game all night. And that's what you have to do, right? You still have to stay true to that. You still got to take those 2 to 3 yard plays in order to continue to open up that passing game that you've been doing all night.
Michael Bell with the stop and a timeout on hand by the Hanover Central sideline, which means we'll take one with them. We'll be ready for third down when we come back here on the Region Sports Network.
Ethos Dental Group in Munster, Crown Point, and Cedar Lake offers a full scope of general and cosmetic dentistry with expertise ranging from porcelain veneers to dental implants, crowns, and bridges. At Ethos Dental Group, you're assured that Dr. Stojkovic and Associates utilize the latest in technology. Ethos Dental Group would like to join you in welcoming Dr. Emily Hansen to their team. Check out ethosdentalgroup.com or call 219-595-3432 to schedule an appointment. Ethos Dental Group, Munster, Crown Point, and Cedar Lake.
You're watching Region Sports Network coverage of high school football on the internet at regionsports.com and facebook.com/Region Sports. Jared Schlinsky alongside Doug Ashenbaugh. All number 13 Hanover Central tonight. We're not even through the first half. They're on top of Wheeler 35-0. Timeout before the third and long play. What are you drawing up here if you're the head coach, Brian Parker?
Yeah, I mean, the big thing is you gotta stop them right now for Wheeler, right? You do not want them to punch another one in here right before half. Here, you're going to try some things maybe that, aren't always in part of your game plan, but get some game-like situations, and that's what we're starting to see here, the trips formation outside, the quick swing passes to their running backs.
Low snap picked up by Howes. He swings it over to his man, Juan Herrera, who picks up the first down, and the clock will stop with the first down being recorded under 2 minutes.
Nice swing pass there, right? So send your trips receivers out, run them on seam routes, then stop and block and hit your swing pass with the running back coming out. Nice draw up there, especially when them cornerbacks are turning their back away from the running back coming out of the backfield and getting up some good yardage.
It sure looked like Herrera picked up the first down, but they haven't given it to him yet.
Ah, yeah, they're talking about something. I didn't see a penalty.
Ineligible receiver downfield, maybe?
Ball was thrown behind the line of scrimmage, though. Maybe that's what they're talking about here. Was the ball actually thrown behind the line of scrimmage? Was it not?
Waiting for the call is Hanover Central. Looking to find the end zone for the 6th time this half. Holding against Wheeler.
Oh, okay.
Now, did they accept the penalty? Because they did pick up the first down.
Let's see. They didn't make a call if they accepted it or declined it. It looks like they may have declined it and put him down where he came.
Herrera was out of bounds at the 25.
Yep, it looks like that's
so
where they
pickup of 16 on the play. And they're going to move it up again more.
Not too sure exactly what's going on here, but nonetheless, it's a Hanover Central first down.
They give him an extra 10 on the play, so maybe it was enforced after the whistle? I don't know. Kuntz, Hasley, stuffed. Well, Wheeler D-line still playing hard.
They sure are, and Wheeler's not going to give up here regardless of what that scoreboard says. These are tough kids over at the Wheeler program. They're not going to give up again until that 000s hit the clock too as well.
Simatovic and Horgash on the stop. Pick up a 4. Makes it 2nd and 6 from the 13. The play clock never got reset. Let's see what Hanover Central has in store as we come to a near end here in the first half. Kuntz, play action. Airs it out. Too far.
Just too far there.
Was looking for Eli Robinson on the jump ball. They couldn't hook up. And it's going to bring up third down.
Just a slight little rollout. You have some pressure there by big man 75 over for Wheeler, and that really disrupted it and made him, hey, I got to get this ball off before I can take a sack here. And that's the reason what caused him to overthrow his receiver.
So third down from the Wheeler 13. Gannon House has caught 4 touchdowns today from Kuntz. He rolls out and just gets rid of it. About to get sacked. Good penetration from the outside by Josh Bell is going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, that was a nice rollout there, and he just missed him. He had his receiver standing in the middle of the end zone waving his hand saying, hey, I'm wide open. But, again, the pressure from the D-line on Wheeler on that rollout really didn't help him see him standing in the middle of the end zone wide open.
So what do you do here if you are Brian Parker? Do you kick this ball? Do you go for it?
Field conditions, I'd say you don't kick it. This is something, again, that you really want to, something that may not be in your playbook consistently, but you want to get a game-like situation feel for and try it out. And that's something that we may see here as one of those kind of plays.
I have 4th down.
Ball spotted just shy of the 10. It will be 4th and 6.
4th and 6.
Kyle Brower will
Scoreboard had 3rd down, and we're going to see Brower attempt to kick.
They are going to kick it.
Brower this season 1 for 2 on field goals, a long of 37. That was the only field goal he made.
This would be from 38, it looks like.
So this is in his range, but take the wet
yep.
conditions into account. This will be from 28.
Yes, 28.
He's had some good kickoffs today. Now, obviously, it's a little bit different kicking the field goal.
Yeah, it is. It's much more, how fast you start and plant. And you got a much more short distance here. And that's where you can see that wet ground sometimes play a part in that plant foot.
Let's see what happens here. Good snap. Good hold. The kick.
No good.
Short.
Wide left. Yeah.
And a little to the left. Kyle Brower can't get it through.
Once again, fans,
and it'll be Wheeler ball from their own 13. You take a knee here?
Yeah, that or a run play. I think you want to get out of the half and get inside and talk to your kids, talk about the adjustments of how we're going to come out in the second half. I think Wheeler's just going to try to get out of the half here.
How about this Hanover Central team? We talked about their offense all week. Came in averaging 52 points, but I think their defense took some exception to us not focusing enough on them. 0 points, 2 picks by Gunnar Howes, and they only allowed 2 first downs.
Yeah, they did. And those 2 first rounds came on the same drive, too, as well, if I'm correct. And they've been playing lights out. They really have. The front, the front 7, stopping the run game. The defensive backs, as we can see, 2 picks, stopping the passing game. It's been all around a great effort by the Hanover Central defense.
Morris escapes pressure and is stuffed. Not a whole lot there for the senior Preston Morris, who took a good hit. Colton Zablakis the hit as Morris a little slow to get up.
A little shocking there not to just run and get out of the half there. He's getting up a little gingerly, too, as well. But they're going to really talk about some adjustments here and how they can come out in the second half firing.
Interesting half. All Hanover Central. They're on top 35-0. We're going to take a halftime break with them. When we return, we've got a lot to discuss. We'll take a look at the stats, the scores, and, of course, what else is going around the region. You're listening to Region Sports Network, where you're watching Game Night, the only game in town.
If you work with industrial, pneumatics, or hydraulics, and you're in need of maintenance or repair, you need the right connection. For over 20 years, Hose Connections in Hammond has been the premier leader in the hydraulics industry. Hose Connections is a one-stop shop for sales and service of pneumatics and hydraulics. Hose Connections continues to grow their network of industry contacts, which allows them to meet even your toughest expectations. To learn more, visit HoseConnectionsInc.com. Hose Connections in Hammond. Proven under pressure.
The team of sports medicine experts at Orthopedic Specialists of Northwest Indiana is committed to getting athletes back in the game, with a focus on not only helping patients recover from injuries, but helping improve athletic performance to prevent injuries. Orthopedic Specialists provides the most advanced, comprehensive care to their patients. To learn more about all Orthopedic Specialists can do to help rehab and prevent athletic injuries, visit them on the web at osni.org or call them at 219-923-3300. Orthopedic Specialists of Northwest Indiana, providing world-class care to Northwest Indiana for over 20 years.
Java Wave at your local Family Express is the perfect way to get your day started or keep you moving at any time. With 12 freshly ground bean-to-cup flavors to choose from, Java Wave at Family Express has just what you're looking for, whether it's hot or iced coffee. To see all of the delicious flavor options and to find a Family Express near you, log on to familyexpress.com/JavaWave.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Did you know?
Wow, they'll prepare fresh fish while you wait.
Did you know?
They make over 40,000 donuts from scratch every week.
Did you know?
They offer 23 different deli platters for your party.
Did you know?
They have freshly chopped fajita mix ready to cook.
Did you know?
They have the best fried chicken in the area.
Did you know?
They offer our signature curbside service 14 hours a day.
Strack and Van Til. Now you know.
For over 113 years, Burns Funeral Home and Crematory has been assisting families in their time of need. Serving Northwest Indiana, the staff at Burns Funeral Home and Crematory will help guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a loved one. Whether it's a simple, elaborate, traditional, or unique service, the caring family at Burns Funeral Home and Crematory will tailor a ceremony to fit your needs. Visit them on the web at burnsfuneral.com or give them a call at 942-1117.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Ethos Dental Group in Munster, Crown Point, and Cedar Lake offers a full scope of general and cosmetic dentistry with expertise ranging from porcelain veneers to dental implants, crowns, and bridges. At Ethos Dental Group, you're assured that Dr. Stojkovic and Associates utilize the latest in technology. Ethos Dental Group would like to join you in welcoming Dr. Emily Hansen to their team. Check out ethosdentalgroup.com or call 219-595-3432 to schedule an appointment. Ethos Dental Group, Munster, Crown Point, and Cedar Lake.
Those drops of water coming from your ceiling can make a lasting impression on your home or business. Before the tide turns, call Great Lakes Roofing, 866-551-7121. They work with your deadline, not theirs. From businesses to homeowners to property managers, the team of problem solvers at Great Lakes Roofing will be there fast and will exceed your expectations. And when the rain falls again, they will follow up to make sure that you're dry and comfortable. Great Lakes Roofing, 866-551-7121, or on the web at greatlakesroof.com.
Enjoy spending time with family and friends.
We've played one half of football tonight here on the Region Sports, the only game in town. George Slinsky alongside Doug Ashenbaugh, and all Hanover Central, they are on top. 35-0, and the difference in this one, well, the Hanover Central defense has allowed just 2 first downs, and they have had every possible answer for this Wheeler offensive attack. They came in running the ball right around 200 yards per game. They finished with 50 in the first half. What stood out the most to you about this Hanover Central defense?
Hanover Central's defensive backs. That was key there. You know, Wheeler tried to come out with some passing, right, some play action, and the corners and safeties for Hanover Central have been playing lights out. 2 interceptions. Great man-to-man coverage. I mean, there hasn't been a wide-open Wheeler Bearcat wide receiver all night, and they've been trying to run that play action, and they've been playing lights out. I think that's the biggest key right now that's allowing Hanover Central to really continue to dominate on the defensive side.
Both those interceptions by the older of the 2 Howes brothers, and the first Howes brother that we'll talk about is Gunnar Howes. 2 picks. Nearly took both to the house, close to 100 yards. You talk about playing free safety in high school football. You got to be able to cover both sides of the field, and he's done that tonight.
He does, and I mean he's got some great speed too as well, playing over the top safety. And again, 2 picks shows how well and how great of an athlete he really is to be able to cover the deep second half of the field. That's a tough job by safeties, and he's been doing a great job all night.
Matt Kuntz last week in that big win over Whiting, 69-6, was 10 of 14 through the air, threw 4 touchdown passes. Now he's thrown a little bit more incompletions tonight, but he's also got 4 touchdown passes, all to the junior Gannon House, who really has had an unbelievable night. You put him in the slot, you put him outside, they've had no answer for him.
They sure haven't, and their play action has really set up those successful touchdown passes where play action, linebackers bite, they step up, and the speed from House too as well, being able to come across the center, rather if it's a drag route, if it's the deep post route. There's been no safety over the top help, and they've been able to connect all night. And they're having a lot of success with it, and they didn't go away from it either. Wheeler didn't really adjust. We didn't see that safety get back and play that over the top. But, hey, until they, I guess, adjust, you keep running the same thing over and over. It's been working tonight.
Gannon House came into this week's game with 8 receiving touchdowns. Well, now he's got 12 of them. His brother Gunner's got 2 picks, and their cornerback Matt Kuntz has 4 touchdown passes. As for Wheeler, Caden Brand was their go-to man coming into tonight. He's been able to find some seams, but this defense, especially the front 4, the nose tackles, Ryan Hildeman and Colin Foy, have done an excellent job sniffing him out. We go into the second half, we're going to have the running clock. If you're head coach Brian Parker, are you putting your starters back out there, or are they done for the night, you think?
You may give them one more series to see what happens. On defense, they're definitely going to start. Offense, you may give them one more series just to see how it is. If defense comes out again, lights out, and stops them, turns that ball over right away, they're going to try to maybe punch in one more, and then you may start seeing that second string come in and get some game time.
Where do you go from here if you're head coach Ryan Kainta for Wheeler? 35-0, a game that everybody had circled on their schedule, just has not gone well. What do you say to your guys as you get ready for the start of the second half?
First and foremost, you're going in there saying, hey, this ball game isn't over. We got a whole second half to play, and, hey, they put up 35. No reason that we can't put up 35, right? You've got to keep the confidence high for your boys in the locker room. You're going to make some adjustments of what you've seen in the first half, and what you want to see here from your guys is, are you implementing them adjustments and starting to shut down some of the things we saw in the first half? Those are the positive things that you want to see from your team, the steps forward that you want to see. And I think that's what we're going to see from the Wheeler team here coming out is adjust, implement those adjustments, execute, get off the field too as well. Stop them drives, get back to them 3-and-outs we saw in the first quarter.
We're going to take our first time out here on the Hose Connections halftime show where we're connecting the first and the second half of tonight's game. It's the Hose Connections halftime report presented by Hose Connections, proven under pressure. When we return, we'll take a look at the Strack and Vint Hill scoreboard. But for now, we'll take our first time out, and then we'll come back with some scores around the region.
From schools to stadiums, hospitals and bridges, everywhere you look, union carpenters are building Indiana. With jobs and skilled trades in high demand, there's never been a better time to start building your future. As an apprentice, you'll earn a debt-free college degree, earn while you learn, and receive great benefits like healthcare and retirement. So what are you waiting for? Visit carpenters.com to learn more. Visit carpenters.com and start building your future today.
It's been said that one man's junk is another man's treasure. But at Total Disposal, your junk is our junk. Think of Total Disposal as that key player that has several options: commercial, residential, or hand off your junk at our Blaine Street Partners transfer station. Total Disposal is more than a service provider. We are an innovator for a sustainable tomorrow, well beyond the curb. For a complete list of services, go to TotalDisposal.com. Honesty and dependability, that's the Total Disposal promise.
Are you a steel hauler? Come work for Area Transportation. You must have a current valid Class A commercial driver's license and at least 1 year of recent verifiable steel hauling experience and at least 2 years of recent verifiable interstate experience operating a commercial motor vehicle.
Hi, I'm Amanda, the driver recruiter at Area Transportation, where we pay more because we value our drivers.
Call recruiting at 1-855-400-6939. That's 1-855-400-6939.
Tech Credit Union is the better option for personal and business banking. Buy a car, remodel your home, pay for an education, expand your business. Tech Credit Union can help you do these things and more. You'll enjoy the latest banking services, but without the cost of the big bank relationship. With branches throughout the region, fee-free ATMs nationwide, and online services, they're convenient too. Learn more at techcu.org. Contact any branch or call 800-276-TECH. Tech Credit Union is an equal opportunity lender and federally insured by the NCUA.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at forajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
You're watching the Hose Connection Halftime Report, brought to you by Hose Connections, located on Kennedy Avenue in Hammond, Indiana. Visit them on the web at hoseconnectionsinc.com. Hose Connections, proven under pressure. We've recapped the first half. It's been all Hanover Central tonight. They lead 35-0, but there's a lot of other games going on across the state. And with that in mind, let's take a look at the scoreboard, brought to you by Strack&Ville Till. It's your favorite Indiana-made grocery store with over 89 years of heritage. Shop online for delivery or curbside pickup at strackandville.com. Again, follow all of tonight's region football scores live on the Strack and Van Til Hometown Scoreboard, streaming right now online at facebook.com/regionsports and regionsports.com. Doug, what do you got for us, my man?
We got some great games in the region. Right now, Crown Point 7, Chesterton 7 at halftime. We got a great top 10 matchup going on over there. Hobart 14, Highland 12. Man, Highland Children's been playing lights out the past couple weeks, hanging tough with the Hobart Brickies, knowing how powerful they've been this year. Maryville 27 taking care of business over Lake Central 0. Andrean 14, KV 3. KV hanging in with Andrean. We have Valpo 17, Portage 0 at halftime. River Forest 14, Calumet 7. River Forest taking it to Calumet at half. Michigan City taking care of business 26 to LaPorte 0. Lowell 28, Munster 9 at half. Griffith 14, up 2 points versus Whiting at half. Boone Grove 12, Lake Central 6 at half. And Hammond Central playing well tonight versus Westside, 18-8 in the second quarter.
Those are your scores across the entire state of Indiana, brought to you by the Strack&Ville Till. Again, Strack&Ville Till, your favorite Indiana-made grocery store, over 89 years of heritage. Shop online for delivery or curbside pickup at strackandvantil.com. We'll take our second time out here on the Hose Connections Halftime Report. When we come back, we'll get you ready for the start of the second half. It's been all Hanover Central through one half. They're on top 35-0 over Wheeler on homecoming night here at Hanover Central. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Did you know?
They decorate over 210,000 cakes a year.
Did you know?
Their butcher will cut your meat your way.
Did you know?
They have trained floral designers in store.
Did you know?
They will make your wedding cake?
Did you know?
They have a variety of deli bakeable entrees.
Did you know?
Their online app has coupons and so much more. Who does that?
Strack and Van Til. Now you know.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. I'll cover your motorcycle. I'll be with you on the water. I'll be with you on the snow. I'll cover your insurance needs wherever you go. I'll be at Crowell Agency from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, the insurance professionals in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City.
If you work with industrial, pneumatics, or hydraulics, and you're in need of maintenance or repair, you need the right connection. For over 20 years, Hose Connections in Hammond has been the premier leader in the hydraulics industry. Hose Connections is a one-stop shop for sales and service of pneumatics and hydraulics. Hose Connections continues to grow their network of industry contacts, which allows them to meet even your toughest expectations. To learn more, visit HoseConnectionsInc.com. Hose Connections in Hammond. Proven under pressure.
Serving 100% prime beef burgers, Burger House is the ideal place to satisfy a hearty appetite. The Burger House menu offers more than just burgers. How about a salad, or fish and chips, or maybe fish tacos? Whatever you decide on, the Burger House chefs will prepare it from scratch. Every burger sold from their 2 locations in Valparaiso and Schererville goes to help children in need through their partnership with Kids Alive International. Check them out on the web at visitburgerhouse.com.
For over 113 years, Burns Funeral Home and Crematory has been assisting families in their time of need. Serving Northwest Indiana, the staff at Burns Funeral Home and Crematory will help guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a loved one. Whether it's a simple, elaborate, traditional, or unique service, the caring family at Burns Funeral Home and Crematory will tailor a ceremony to fit your needs. Visit them on the web at burnsfuneral.com or give them a call at 942-1117.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This night just got better for Gunnar Howes. Not only does he have 2 interceptions and close to 100 yards in returnage, he is the official homecoming king tonight for the Hanover Central High School. Congratulations to Gunnar Howes, the senior. A great night on the field and an even better night off the field. Homecoming king. And what a night for him and his brother Gannon, who has 4 receiving touchdowns.
Yeah, we've been saying their names. Howes is a popular name tonight, and congratulations to him too as well. Homecoming king.
This is what this is all about, homecoming, a chance to bring people together. Obviously, the pandemic really changed that last season. And so having people in the stands, being able to play with your friends and family around, it makes it just much more better in general. But we've got a lot to talk about still. We've played one half. Hanover Central leads 35-0 as they get ready to take the field for the second half. If you're Brian Parker, you've got to be extremely pleased, especially with the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, you're going to send them out there here at the first half to continue that momentum for your team and build that momentum up to your second team if they get into the game too as well, right? You want to get your second team hyped, and that's what you're going to start with your first team defense here.
What about if you're Wheeler? Definitely not what you anticipated. You came into this game 5-1. You've dropped 4 straight to Hanover Central. More than likely going to be 5. What do you look to do here in the second half? You keep the starters in, or you want to get some guys in that you might need later on in the year?
No, you're going to keep your first team in here. Hey, game's not over yet, right? That's what he was probably preaching inside the locker room, and he wants to see his first team have some success, right? You want to gain some success from your first team. You're going to send them back out there and say, hey, we made some adjustments. The game is still going on. Let's go out there and execute and still put up the fight. This Wheeler Bearcat team is not going to give up. That's a great ball club over there with some very tough kids. They're going to come out firing, too, as well.
What if you're the Hanover Central team? Do you make Gunnar Howes, who's homecoming king, wear that crown on his head for the second half when he's not on the field? What do you think?
The night he's been having, he's been untouched in the end zone. I don't know if a helmet's required for him, but again, he's had one heck of a night here, and I think we're going to still see a little bit of him here in the beginning of the second half. And if they can keep that momentum and still build their lead, then maybe he can wear that crown over there on the bench.
So both of these teams, without a question, are very talented. Both are going to probably – everybody makes the playoffs in Indiana, but this is a Hanover Central team that may be able to make a run. Let me ask you this. What has impressed you most tonight about this team?
Hanover Central is, again, the defensive back play. They've really been able to shut down, and the play-action pass is not working well. So when you have your front seven stopping the run, and then you got the play-action pass that's getting stopped, I mean, it's tough. What do you do if you're Wheeler, right? So the defensive back play has really been impressive tonight for the Hanover Central Wildcats, and continue to see that here in the second half is going to be key. I mean, I guarantee you they went inside that at halftime and said, hey, we want the goose egg, right? We want to lower our average points given up. So they're going to come out still here playing tough.
Before we get started in the second half, we want to take the time to thank Toyota of Maryville for sponsoring high school football right here on the Region Sports Network. When you're looking for your next new or pre-owned vehicle, visit Toyota of Maryville. Toyota of Maryville. We make it easy. Going to take another time out here on the Hose Connections halftime report. When we return, we should be ready to start the second half here on homecoming night on the campus of Hanover Central High School. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
From schools to stadiums, hospitals, and bridges, everywhere you look, union carpenters are building Indiana. With jobs and skilled trades in high demand, there's never been a better time to start building your future. As an apprentice, you'll earn a debt-free college degree, earn while you learn, and receive great benefits like healthcare and retirement. So what are you waiting for? Visit carpenters.com to learn more. Visit carpenters.com and start building your future today.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
The team of sports medicine experts at Orthopedic Specialists of Northwest Indiana is committed to getting athletes back in the game, with a focus on not only helping patients recover from injuries, but helping improve athletic performance to prevent injuries. Orthopedic Specialists provides the most advanced, comprehensive care to their patients. To learn more about all Orthopedic Specialists can do to help rehab and prevent athletic injuries, visit them on the web at osni.org or call them at 219-923-3300. Orthopedic Specialists of Northwest Indiana, providing world-class care to Northwest Indiana for over 20 years.
Java Wave at your local Family Express is the perfect way to get your day started or keep you moving at any time. With 12 freshly ground bean-to-cup flavors to choose from, Java Wave at Family Express has just what you're looking for, whether it's hot or iced coffee. To see all of the delicious flavor options and to find a Family Express near you, log on to familyexpress.com/JavaWave.
The start of the second half is coming your way shortly here on the Region Sports Network, where we've got you covered for high school football online at facebook.com/Region Sports and regionsports.com. Through one half, Hanover Central 35, Wheeler nothing. Jared Schlensky alongside Doug Aschenbaum. Before we start the second half, we got to thank everybody who's involved with tonight's broadcast. Our executive producer, Chris Ramirez, our coordinating producer, Nathan Laird, our game producer, Nick Russ, our cameraman, Scott Stessel, Hanover Central Athletic Director, Kelly Burmis, head coaches for both teams, Rob Kanya for Wheeler and Brian Parker for Hanover Central. And, of course, you, our fans, online at facebook.com/Region Sports and regionsports.com. We are going to have a running clock for the second half. It's either up 40 after one play or up 35 going into the third. Well, it's 35 after two. We're going to get a running clock for the entire second half.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And again, Wheeler's not going to give up here, running clock or not. They want to stay inside this game, too, as well. And they want to put a couple touchdowns in the end zone and build some momentum. Again, this is going to be, a great second half for both teams, whether we see the second team or we see first team stay out there. Again, it's going to be a fight to the end.
To kick off for Hanover Central, Kyle Brower just missed a field goal, a 38-yarder before the half. And back to return for Wheeler looks to be Caden Brand, the running back. It won't go his way. Instead, a dribbler out to about the 20. Far sideline gets to about the 25, and that's where we will start the second half.
Wheeler may come out here with, some passing. I think maybe in the second half they said, hey, let's try our passing game. Let's try to make some big plays. Put one in the end zone pretty quick here. So intrigued to see what they come out here on the offensive side.
And what I also want to see is who's at quarterback, because Preston Morris, who has made some nice throws despite the 2 picks, took a very hard hit right before halftime, and he will be out there. He took a good shot. Give him credit for sticking this one out.
Yeah, tough kid right there, right? He was probably telling Coach Sue, hey, I'm good. Put me back in.
This Hanover Central team has come to play, and taking a look out there, it looks like we're getting a lot of the second unit right now. Morris to throw on first down. Evanson after the catch down the sideline, all the way into Hanover Central territory, knocked out at the 30.
Yeah, nice little slip play there. Basically, you're in about a 3-yard out slip from Corey Davis, the up back here, and he just took it. He turned, put his foot in the ground, and cut up field, and he had some green grass in front of him. And again, great play by House, too, as well, coming and tracking him down.
Pickup of over 35 yards on the first play from scrimmage of the second half.
This is what Wheeler wanted to do, right? Let's go down and put one on the end zone pretty quick.
Clock rolling, 1st and 10. Inside the Hanover 35, Morris drops back. Rolls, throws, and finds his man. Corey Davis again, this time at the 30, picks up 5.
Yeah, it was almost like a little option route there for Corey Davis, right? He went out first like a little Y, and then cut back in when he saw the backer take off after the quarterback rushing out, and it was a nice little connection.
Still, for the most part, the second unit out there for Hanover Central. Let's see if they put the first unit out as they get closer to the goal line. Morris rolls right. Off base.
You seen tonight, there was a little off accuracy.
What do we have on the flag? A lot of flags in the first half. Personal foul.
Foul for a late hit on the Wildcats.
Late hit against Hanover Central. I didn't know, was it on the quarterback? Was it roughing the passer, or was it just a late hit?
Yeah, it looked like it was against Morris there as he threw it. The kid came in a little bit late. And again, I mean, that's a big 15-yard penalty right there. And Wheeler's sniffing at the end zone. They want to get this in.
And now you do see the first team out there. Both Howes brothers at safety. Gunner, homecoming king on the bottom of your screen. Gannon on the top on the far side. 1st and 10. Morris. Corner of the end zone. Incomplete.
Yeah, just outside there, but they saw a little disadvantage there, right? One-on-one, and they were going to give a jump ball and just see who came up with it, but unfortunately just a little bit thrown out to the left where he was unable to make that catch.
Nice play by the 5'7's Jacob Strominski, matched up against the 6'1 Blaze Evanson. He held his own there.
He sure did, and they probably saw a little bit of a mismatch there too as well. I mean, 6'1 versus 5'7. Jump balls are a good pass to throw. Unfortunately, like I said, though, it was just a little bit off accuracy.
Second down. Morris, quick hitter, finds his man. And that's Justin Wiggins. First time we've called his name on the completion. And that was a very nice pitch and catch.
It was, yeah. It was just a quick little comeback route there to gain, 4 yards. And that's exactly what they needed, right? They wanted to stay away from the, 4th and long, 3rd and long here, because this is going to be 4th down territory for Wheeler.
Pick up a 4 makes it 3rd and 6. They have yet to run the ball on this series. And while down 35-0, they need to score fast. Let's see if Hanover Central brings pressure. They do. And a whistle comes in. It looked like they were trying to set up the screen.
They were, yeah. They were letting the D-line come straight through the middle, and they were trying to set it up, but not sure exactly what the stoppage was here. But a little antsy there on the front line with that screenplay. Sometimes you see that when the big boys are trying to get out in front and try to get some blocking on the linebackers on these screenplays.
I'll tell you what, this Hanover Central team, I know this drive they've given up some yards. They've done a really nice job against the pass all the way around.
They have. Again, we talked about it at halftime, the great play by the defensive backs for Hanover Central. And, minus this drive, it's been a really good night for them.
Two receivers set to both sides. Morris drops back. Pressure comes from the outside. Just gets rid of it. Jump ball and nicely covered again. Jacob Straminski, the second time he went stride for stride with his man.
He did. And unfortunately, they brought pressure over there to the quarterback, and that's what made him, Morris, throw that a little bit too deep. He felt the pressure. He knew he had to get that ball off quick and put a little too much juice on it.
4th down and 11. They need the Hanover Central 5-yard line. You going to the end zone here? You're just looking to pick up the first down? What do you do here?
I think you're going to hit the middle here. The middle's wide open. There's no safety help right now. I'd be looking for the middle of the field.
Safety does drop back. Pressure comes. Far throw. Intercepted. And with it again, it's Gunnar House. Still on his feet.
What a night for that kid. I mean, that was a jump ball, and he went toe-to-toe, climbed the ladder, caught the ball at the highest point in the end zone, and came up with it. He's having one heck of a night there, playing some lockdown corner.
So Howes does not come up with a pick. We got it on the replay here.
Yeah, as you see that. And then he had a great block, too, as well, to give him some extra yardage there and get himself in good field position. He realized where he was at on the field and said, hey, I can give my offense some good position here. I'm going to run this thing back. And again, a couple blocks away, one missed tackle, and he's just that close of taking those back to the house.
4 picks tonight for the Hanover Central defense. The second from Eddie Goff, the other 2 from Gunnar House, who put out a very nice block on that drive. First down. Throwing, Kuntz finds his man, turning out of trouble, still on his feet. This is the other House, Gannon, who picks up some good yardage here.
Yeah, this is where you see Hanover Central still saying, hey, I want to score, right? This is game-like situation where you can put in a lot of things where you don't see that in practice sometimes, and that's where you're going to probably see some of this playbook come out where they want to see how well it does against a game like.
Big pickup on first down, and that was not Gannon House. It was Tony Bartolomeo, his first catch. Give up the middle, goes for a little bit, and that was Caden Verrett, the freshman.
Jaden Howard, the ball carrier.
Yeah, again, just a straight dive play that you saw there. And again, they have to stay to that, right? You got to stay true to those tough runs up the middle in order to keep your passing game open up. And that's Hanover's been doing a great job all night of sticking to that.
Jaden Howard with his first carry gets a couple. Brings up second down inside the Wheeler 49. Kuntz rolls left. Across his body, throws and complete. Very close to the marker, and again, Bartolomeo, his second catch of the drive.
What we saw there was twins out there, and what you had is your outside receiver that slid in position, do a deeper comeback, and the inside slot do a shorter comeback, and that's hard for the safety to choose. Who do I go, right?
They are moving the sticks, and that's going
and he got the first down there. I mean, that was great. First guy, that outside guy just went to the sticks and said, hey, plant, turn around, ball was coming.
Surprised the first unit's still out there?
No, not right now. Again, like I said, they really want to see some things maybe deeper in their playbook. That's going to be down the stretch they're going to need to see. Game-like situation, the best time to implement that.
Play clock down to 5. Kuntz drops back, has all sorts of time. Over the middle, caught. Bartolomeo again on the catch.
Bartolomeo's been having a great series here, finding the gaps in the defense, making the catch and turning, putting his foot in the ground and making some yards after catch, too, as well. It's great to see.
Pickup of 16 brings it to the 22 of Wheeler. They are moving the sticks. Bartolomeo, his third catch of the series. Matt Kuntz, the lefty, looking like Steve Young out there. Howard, his second carry, rumbles forward inside the 10. Jaden Howard, a first down.
That's what you see there, too, as well. When you're hitting the center of the field in the passing game, that's going to open up your A dives, your B dives that you see, and that's exactly what we're having here. Backers are saying, hey, I got to stay back and take away that middle. Well, here comes the dive now, and they're giving up some good yardage.
And slow to get up on the play. Ryan Hildeman. Can only hope he's okay. He's had an impact tonight, a couple tackles for loss. He did get up to his feet, but you can tell he's a little banged up there. We'll take a timeout here due to the injury. Hanover Central threaten again. They lead 35-0 over Wheeler. You're watching Region Sports Network coverage of high school football online at facebook.com/regionsports and regionsports.com.
Java Wave at your local Family Express is the perfect way to get your day started or keep you moving at any time. With 12 freshly ground bean-to-cup flavors to choose from, Java Wave at Family Express has just what you're looking for, whether it's hot or iced coffee. To see all of the delicious flavor options and to find a Family Express near you, log on to familyexpress.com/JavaWave.
Ryan Hildeman up to his feet, goes to the sideline, and you can only hope he's okay for the rest of the night. Recovered the final touchdown of the second half on that fumble by Kyle Hazley. You love to see the big men get involved in the end zone, and Hildeman was there to close out the half.
Absolutely. He's having a great night, too, as well, on both sides of the ball. It's great to see him get up there, and Coach may be thinking now, maybe we give him the night off with this lead that we have and keep him safe.
This might be the final series for the entire first unit. Kuntz play fake. Rolls left, escapes. Keeps and gets out of bounds around the 5, and that'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Shows the speed of Kuntz there, too, as well. He's been doing that all night. The DN's getting some pressure and fighting upfield, but he's just able to outrun him and get to the sideline and either using his feet and picking up first downs or throwing touchdowns out of that QB bootleg.
Third quarter nearing an end. Kuntz to Howard. Howard into the end zone, 4-6.
Straight up dive play is exactly what you saw. You see here on the replay here, straight dive to Howard up the A-gap. And you can see how far the backers are off here versus what they've been playing earlier in the game. And that's because of that pass game by Hanover Central. And it opened up that A-gap, and he was able to bulldoze into the end zone.
First time we've seen Jaden Howard find the end zone. That replay brought to you by Castle Automotive Group. Castle Subaru in Portage and Castle Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Buick in Chesterton. Point after is good, and it is 42-0 in favor of Hanover Central. We'll take another timeout. You're watching Region Sports Network coverage of high school football across the state of Indiana online at facebook.com/Region Sports and regionsports.com.
Blythe's Athletics in Valparaiso, whose team has been serving your team since 1959, is a leader in athletic apparel and equipment sales. Whether it's off the rack or customized to your specifications, Blythe's has the products and staff to serve you best. Trophies, embroidering, screen printing, athletic shoes, anything you're looking for, you'll find at Blythe's. Visit them today at teamblythes.com, where the athlete shops.
Presented by DeMott State Bank with mortgage rates at historic lows.
Hanover Central increases their lead to 42-0. Jaden Howard finds the end zone from 3 yards out, set up by the pick by Eddie Goff on the other side. This defense is for real.
Yeah, they're doing a great job on the defense side. That last time we saw that bend don't break, right? Wheeler got into their red zone there, but Hanover Central came up big with a stop with that pick once again, the 4th pick of the night, and then they were able to drive it all the way down and put one in the end zone. Straight dive play. It was just a great power play that they know that the play action has been bumping them linebackers back, and they saw exactly where they wanted to attack and made it happen.
Hanover Central had 7 interceptions as a defense coming in tonight. They now have 11. 2 picks from Eddie Goff, 2 from Gunnar Howes. Kickoff picked up and returned close to the 40 for Wheeler. Game clock does stop despite the lead after score, so that's why it wasn't rolling as we get near the end of the third quarter.
We're going to see that Hanover Central again. They may put out some of the second team here, but I bet you they want that goose egg too as well.
You got to take the injury part into account, right? That's the only thing you're really concerned about if you're head coach Brian Parker.
Of course, yeah, right. Safety, right. Try to keep them, safe. But you also want to get your young guys too as well some game time here in these kind of situations because sometimes that next man up when you start going into the postseason, and they need some game experience too as well. And you want to see who can play.
You saw Ryan Hildeman banged up on that previous offensive series. His night is probably done. Morris drops back, throws and finds his target. No, dropped at the last second. Was intended for Blake Brightsky. He just couldn't haul it in.
Yeah, Wheeler's seen that middle of the field wide open with no safety help, and maybe we're going to start seeing a little bit more of that deep post and drags across the middle of the field here.
That does it for the end of the third quarter. All Hanover Central tonight. They're on top 42-0 over Wheeler. You're watching Region Sports Network coverage of high school football online at facebook.com/Region Sports and regionsports.com.
Attention homeowners, ready to start your next project? Need to pay off your debt? Refinance your home? Unlock the value of your home with a Centier Bank no-fee home equity loan or home equity line of credit. Stop by a local Centier branch today or visit us on the web at centier.com/home equity. Terms and conditions subject to change without notice, subject to credit approval. Centier Bank, NMLS number 408076, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
From schools to stadiums, hospitals, and bridges, everywhere you look, union carpenters are building Indiana. With jobs and skilled trades in high demand, there's never been a better time to start building your future. As an apprentice, you'll earn a debt-free college degree, earn while you learn, and receive great benefits like healthcare and retirement. So what are you waiting for? Visit carpenters.com to learn more. Visit carpenters.com and start building your future today.
This broadcast is a production of the Region Sports Network. Any other use, duplication, reproduction, or retransmission of the accounts and discretions of this contest without the express written consent of the Region Sports Network is strictly prohibited. First down pass completed from Preston Morris. Start of the fourth quarter, all Hanover Central tonight. Running clock to begin the second half. It was 35-0 coming into the third, now 42-0. And we've got a lot to talk about before the game ends and after the game. We've got to pick our crowd company's Lantern Man superhero of the game. Long pass from Morris. Dropped. No, he couldn't hang on to it.
That was a nice wheel right there. Basically, what they said is, hey, we're going to take our running back into your linebacker, see if they can cover him. Fortunately, he just dropped that pass. He put a nice ball there for him to catch and didn't come up with it.
Caden Brand couldn't haul it in, but as I said, we've got to pick our superhero of the game. And that is brought to you by Crowd Companies. We got to do our IKORCC play of the game and our Great Lakes Roofing blue collar play of the game. A lot of selections, a lot of choices, but we'll have to get it down to 3. Morris, third down, rusher comes, he escapes, steps up, close to the marker. Can't get there, just short. Excellent job by this Hanover Central linebacking core. Drop back in coverage, then what happens? They sniff it out, and they pick up Morris. Very good job by Henry Maurer of Hanover Central.
Yeah, great play for the defense there, right? Stopping him short of the sticks is exactly what they want to do. Let's get our offense back out there. Trust me, they want to get in the end zone, bad, and that's exactly what they're going to try to do.
Turnover on downs, gives the ball to the Hanover Central offense.
This second team, again, they're going to want to score, right? They're going to taste of the game too as well, and that's their ultimate goal is to get in the end zone and show coach, hey, I can play too.
We're going to get a new quarterback, Carter McGursky. To Howard, and the freshman Jaden Howard picks up a couple on first down.
Yeah, freshman's running hard out there too as well. It's not always easy running up the gut, in football, and he's been taking some good hits, but he's also been running very, very well.
Gets to the 46 for a pickup of 4. Now we've got a new running back in. Not a whole lot there. Caden Verrett on the carry. Picks up a couple, and he'll bring up third down.
Yeah, you can see Hanover here really probably run the ball a lot, right? They don't want to air it out. They want the second team here, too, as well to have some success. Probably keep the ball on the ground, continue to pound it out, and control this running clock.
So we've seen backup quarterback Carter Majerski hand it off a couple times. This time he throws to the flat. Makes a man miss, but a slip. The wet grounds just got the best there of Rocco Bartolomeo, the brother of Tony. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Another brother duo that we got out here. And he made a great cut. Unfortunately, he just couldn't keep his feet because he definitely had a first down on that play.
They give him a yard. It's going to make it 4th and 5. They need the Wheeler 39 for a first down. Play fake. Off balance throw. Bartolomeo, does he have it this time? He does.
And what a great throw there. It was almost sidearm to get underneath the defensive pressure that he had there and got to the sticks. There was a nice pitch and catch.
Corey Davis, the outside linebacker, brought pressure. He almost got a piece of it.
He did.
Instead, a pickup of about 7, moves to sticks for first down. Magursky, first down. Option, had a hard time giving it to his man, Verrett, but able to get it to him and maybe for a yard.
Yeah, a little anxious wanting to run the ball there. He was trying to yank it out, but unfortunately he couldn't get it. It was going to be the right read, too, as well. If he pulled it and got outside to the edge, he had some room to run.
Gain of 1 as the game clock ticks under 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Jared Schlensky alongside Doug Ashenbaugh. Been all Hanover Central tonight from the get-go on top 42-0 and going. Play action, tipped at the line. Incomplete. Who got their hand on it is the question for Wheeler. That is going to bring up third down. And it looked like it was one of those Bell brothers for Wheeler. That may have been Josh.
Yeah, it was a nice tip down there, right? Hanover Central's still going to come out here, right? I bet you they want to score just as bad, too, as well as, the first team would want to do earlier in the game as well. They want to put one in the end zone, like I said, and say, hey, Coach, I could play 2 as well.
Third down. 9 to go. Magursky drops back, steps up, takes a shot. A slip and an incompletion there is going to bring up 4th and long.
Yeah, that's unfortunately, again, we talk about footing, both for the quarterback. 3-step drop, try to plant your foot. It's tough. And then same with the receiver. Try to put on the brakes to come back to the ball and just, the footing underneath him due to this wet conditions. We've been seeing it all night.
They're going to keep the offense on the field again. They need the Wheeler 30. No, the Wheeler 30 to move the sticks. And a stoppage here. Did we get a timeout?
No, it looks like a football still back in the end zone.
It's wet out there, and those balls will find their way. What do you draw up here on 4th down?
I think get to the sticks, right? Get to the sticks, try to get another first down and keep the drive going. Oh, got him off sides, it looks like.
Maybe a quick start from Wheeler. All of a sudden, 4th and 9. I don't know why it says 4th and 9. It should be 4th and 5, and that would bring them really close to the marker, if not a first down. Now it's 4th and less than a yard. Second unit in. Majersey drops back. Hit for a second. Escapes. Looking for the marker. Gets it. And then some as he gets knocked out of bounds.
Got away from that tackle back there from the sack. Nice play by the young cat there. Getting back outside and moving the chains and keeping the drive alive. Staying out there, right? He wants to play. Hey, coach, look, I can play.
Magursky gets enough for the first down. And that will give Hanover Central 1st and 10 from the Wheeler 20. Caden Verrett, the running back. They fake it to him. Magursky across his body, throws. Again, looking for Bartolomeo, but a little out of his reach.
Yeah, that's tough for a quarterback to roll out, opposite of your throwing hand, but he almost connected and maybe would have been in the end zone if he had a chance, but maybe something they come back here, maybe on the opposite side, though, where he's rolling out to the right with being a right-handed quarterback.
Quite a bit of passing with the second unit. Surprised at all?
No, I don't think so. I think they want to see what this quarterback can do, and he's been doing pretty well.
Magursky. High snap. He gives it to his running back. It's Howard. Howard turns the corner. Still on his feet and inside the 5.
Howard's been running very hard all night. Breaking tackles. Nice stiff arm there. Broke another tackle, broke 2 tackles, and almost got in the end zone there.
Pickup of 17 on the play. They rule him down at the 3. Now it's Caden Verrett along with Noah Tewell. High snap again. Verrett trying to go around the corner. Close. Not into the end zone quite yet.
That stretch sweep play that we're seeing there, you've been having some great success here with the second team here for Hanover Central. I think they're going to go right back to it and try to punch it in.
Brought down by Jaden Ortiz at the 1-yard line. Again, remember, we are going to give you our superhero of the game, play of the game, and our blue-collar player of the game. Touchdown, Hanover Central. Caden Verrett finds the end zone for the first time tonight, and it's 48-0 in favor of Hanover Central.
Straight dive play again, and he'd been running tough all night up the gut. And, again, just put his head down, lower your shoulder pads, and get in the end zone. And that's exactly what they did, just a little smash mouth ball.
Clock still rolling right around the 2-minute mark. They go for 2. Magursky gives to his running back again. Verrett past the goal line. And that makes it 50-0.
Another dive play, right? Just get up in the middle, try to stop us. Short yardage, we know we're going to win there, and that's exactly what they lined up and did.
Take another timeout here on the Region Sports Network. You're watching coverage of Region Sports Network here online at facebook.com/Region Sports and regionsports.com.
Ethos Dental Group in Munster, Crown Point, and Cedar Lake offers a full scope of general and cosmetic dentistry with expertise ranging from porcelain veneers to dental implants, crowns, and bridges. At Ethos Dental Group, you're assured that Dr. Stojkovic and Associates utilize the latest in technology. Ethos Dental Group would like to join you in welcoming Dr. Emily Hansen to their team. Check out ethosdentalgroup.com or call 219-595-3432 to schedule an appointment. Ethos Dental Group, Munster, Crown Point, and Cedar Lake.
Caden Verrett finds the end zone and then picks up the 2-point conversion. It's all Hanover Central tonight. They're on top of Wheeler 50-0. 2:10 remaining here in the fourth. Jared Schlensky alongside Doug Ashenbaugh. We got a lot to go over following this game. We got some awards to hand out. Our Crowd Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the Game, our IKORCC Play of the Game, and our Great Lakes Roofing Blue Collar Player of the Game. So, again, make sure you stay with us after this one goes final, because you're going to want to know who gets those awards. It's going to be tough, but I think we'll get it down to the respective one.
Yeah, a lot of options out there. There was some exciting offensive plays, obviously, by Hanover Central, too, as well.
Brower, a line drive, pooch kick, scooped up by the 25. Good speed ahead past the 40. And Wiggins slammed down around the 45 by Danny Kelly.
Nice play by Danny Kelly there. That gap was open, and he closed it quick. And, again, talk about them hard hits. That was a nice hit right there.
1st and 10 for Wheeler from their own 42. What do you do? You're going for a score, right?
Oh, of course. Yeah, right. Exactly. Triple zeros is when you stop fighting. They're going to keep going. They want to put one in the end zone, too, as well.
They're taking their time, though. That clock's still rolling. We got a new quarterback in, too, I believe. Nope, that's still Preston Morris. Drops back. Deflected. Was it a fumble or an incompletion?
Looked incomplete there, yeah, and batted down.
And it was. And that was not Morris. That is the new quarterback, Caleb Klimzak. Caleb Klimzak tried to air it out, had no chance there.
Now, it's good defensive line pressure, even by the second unit here. They filled right in, doing the same exact thing the first team was doing all game, creating that pressure against the QB.
Under 45 seconds. Klimzak at quarterback. Gives it to his running back, who goes nowhere. And that might be the final play of this one.
I think, yeah, you let it roll out here.
Give credit to Wheeler. They hung tough for a little bit, but just too much Hanover Central. They win this one 50-0. When we come back, we'll hand out some awards, recap the game, and before you know it, this production, this night will come to a close. But first, let's take a timeout here on the Region Sports Network. Again, your final Hanover Central 50, Wheeler nothing. We'll recap the game and the stats first when we return.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialists.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. I'll cover your motorcycle. I'll be with you on the water. I'll be with you on the snow. I'll cover your insurance needs wherever you go. I'll be at Crowell Agency from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, the insurance professionals in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City.
Serving 100% prime beef burgers, Burger House is the ideal place to satisfy a hearty appetite. The Burger House menu offers more than just burgers. How about a salad, or fish and chips, or maybe fish tacos? Whatever you decide on, the Burger House chefs will prepare it from scratch. Every burger sold from their 2 locations in Valparaiso and Schererville goes to help children in need through their partnership with Kids Alive International. Check them out on the web at visitburgerhouse.com.
Those drops of water coming from your ceiling can make a lasting impression on your home or business. Before the tide turns, call Great Lakes Roofing, 866-551-7121. They work with your deadline, not theirs. From businesses to homeowners to property managers, the team of problem solvers at Great Lakes Roofing will be there fast and will exceed your expectations. And when the rain falls again, they will follow up to make sure that you're dry and comfortable. Great Lakes Roofing, 866-551-7121, or on the web at greatlakesroof.com.
Welcome back to Hanover Central High. Homecoming couldn't have gone better for the Wildcats. They improved to 7-1 and 3-0 in conference play. Victorious tonight over Wheeler, who falls to 5-2 and 2-1 in conference. The final, 50-0 running clock for the entire second half. And really out to the get-go, Hanover Central never looked back. Gannon House, his first of 4 touchdown receptions, the first one from 32 yards out. Him and Matt Coots, they've got a special connection. It could give them a pretty deep run throughout the entire state of Indiana in that 3A playoff.
Surely, yeah, I completely agree with that. They had some great connections tonight, and it seems like that's going to continue to catapult them here, through Week 9, then right into the postseason.
What about this defense, though? They came in allowing 11.6 points per game. They've only allowed 6 points in their last 3 games. They get their second shutout of the season in tonight's 50-0 win. You can't say more about the defensive backfield. 2 picks for Eddie Goff, 2 picks for Gunnar House, close to 100 interception return yardage. They were fantastic.
They sure were, and giving up 4 picks in a game, that's tough for an offense to try to overcome, and Hanover Central, again, just played lights out on defense and really shut down those wide receivers for Wheeler.
Where do you go from here if you're Wheeler? You're still in the hunt to make a postseason run. You fall to 5-2. What's your message if you're the head coach, Robert Kanya, tonight?
Regular season loss, that's nothing. We still got a postseason ahead of us, and this is a great game to go back and look at film, see what you can adjust as you continue to make your run here, right? Everyone makes the playoffs here in the state of Indiana. And right now, as you look at this film as a learning experience, what you can change and how you can get better from it.
What if you're Hanover Central? You played a pretty good game, maybe a little bit too many penalties in the first half. If you're Brian Parker, you've got to be satisfied, but you got to think the bigger picture is still out there.
Of course, Saturday morning film is exactly that. How do we get better? Though this was, a nice win, 50-0, there's probably plenty of mistakes you're going to see on film, and that's what they're going to really focus on tomorrow. Enjoy this win tonight. Get back to work tomorrow morning.
You ready to hand out some awards, buddy?
I sure am.
All right, let's start first with our Crowell Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. This game is over. We've got a lot to talk about. It is our Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. They've got offices from 9 to 7, Monday through Friday, and on Saturday till 2 in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City. They are the true insurance superheroes. Proud to recognize the superheroes on the football field. Who is our superhero Lantern Man player of the game?
Yeah, none other than Gannon Howes, right? I mean, junior tight end, 4 touchdowns tonight, had a extremely large difference here of separation with the defensive backs and that special connection we talked about with Coons.
Couldn't agree more with you. What about for our Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio Regional Council of Carpenters play of the game, a.k.a. the IKORCC play of the game? Build your future. Learn more at IKORCC.com. Training, professionalism, and partnerships for economic development.
That play goes to Eddie Goff. He had a great night, too, as well. But really that second half first pick he had with 30-yard returns set the tone for the second half for Hanover Central to keep things rolling their way, put them in great field position once again to put another score on and kind of took that wind out of the sails for Wheeler.
Yeah, what a night for the defensive backs. Goff, 2 picks. Gunnar House, 2 picks. And, of course, don't forget, you're talking about the second pick, which was the play of the game. His first pick was on Wheeler's third offensive play from scrimmage. What a night for him.
Yeah, great night.
Certainly can't forget about our Great Lakes Roofing blue-collar player of the game. Chicagoland's #1 commercial roofing contractor. Contact them at 886-551-7121 for a free estimate, or check them out online at greatlakesroof.com.
Yeah, that player of the game, blue-collar player of the game is going to go to Gunnar House, the brother of Gannon. They had some great nights tonight. He had 2 picks, long returns on both of those that really set up some great field position for the Hanover Central offense there, but he was all over the field. It wasn't just the 2 picks. It was over-the-top safety play that he was covering the field all night and did a tremendous job, and player of the game there for blue-collar player of the game goes to him.
Can't close out tonight's broadcast without thanking everybody who was involved. We start with our executive producer, Chris Ramirez, our coordinating producer, Nathan Laird, the man to my right, Doug Aschenbaugh, the man further to my right, Nick Russ, our game producer, our cameraman, Scott Stessel, Hanover Central Athletic Director Kelly Burmis, both head coaches, Brian Parker for Hanover Central and Rob Kanya for Wheeler, and of course you viewing online at facebook.com/Region Sports and online at regionsports.com. Make sure you stay with us here on regionsports.com because we've got more coming your way. In fact, after the game, we're going to send it back to the Centier Bank studio where the RSN crew will be on hand to recap all of tonight's action from all around the region. Again, your final tonight here on Homecoming at Hanover Central High. Hanover Central 50, Wheeler nothing. Have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. We'll see you next time here on the Region Sports Network.